Hey everyone, this is Lights Camera Initiative coming at you with our 4th episode of Dead in Thay. Caitlin couldn't be with us here this week because she was sick, but we will soldier on regardless. I'm Mario Vilas, your illustrious Dungeon Master. Around my table are my friends, our players. Unless anyone have anything they want to say before we start, I'm going to get right into it. Oh, but first, actually, I have an addendum for last week. I totally misunderstood how white gates worked. In case anyone's like, no, they could have gotten to the next area through the white gates. You don't need a key to tune. I know that now. I finally know how it all works, so there shouldn't be any more troubles like that going forward. That being said, I'm not going to retcon. I'm going to say they still got teleported to the abyssal prisons from the gatehouse because we already went and did that. So, yeah. Anyone have anything they want to say?
Not to die. We don't have our healers, so...
You have no faith in us.
Oh, I have faith.
Yeah, because you're a player, you know, butthole.
He has faith in us. He also has faith in the enemy being complete and total douchebags.
Right. Having spoken to Kelson Darktreader and Serana, the Red Wizard who sent you here, you are being teleported to the abyssal prison.
We're sitting on a potential, thing of wishes. So there's always that.
Are we really?
There's some bottle, and
Yeah,
we weren't. He didn't explicitly say it, but he described it as it probably comes with some kind of cost or something. He's probably not straight, but worst comes to worst, we're sitting on a resource.
Honestly, I kind of forgot about the Rio bottle.
So did
A little bit.
I didn't. I hit my 12th player level, which means I get one item in the inventory that I can remember.
Oh, okay.
Are you saying you as a player have a fucking level? Okay. I understand that.
Appearing in a puff of smoke and a flash of light, to a scorched and shattered plaster shows faint signs of frescoes that once covered the walls here. A half-dozen ruined chandeliers hang from the cracked ceiling. In the northeast corner, where you approached, or where you appear, is a blockade beneath your feet. There are 6 creatures in the room as well. The first and most notable is a bald woman with very pale skin, runes etched in. She has an unearthly pallor towards her. And as she opens her mouth to say something, you can tell she has 2 very sharp front teeth.
Oh.
Additionally, there is a ghost-like creature, skeletal in face, but flowing robes around it, levitates in the air. And flanking both of them are 4 elven zombies. 3 men, 1 woman. Their flesh hangs off of them in a most unnatural way. The woman says to the group of you, too lazy to send someone with you. I guess they must assume you weren't going to fight back. Alright, line up. Let us take a look at you.
You've misread the situation. It will be your doom.
Alright.
I was gonna say we could have used
Deception.
Sneak attack.
I didn't know you were actually about to plot.
It's too late now.
Yeah. If it's something Greta would... Hey.
He already said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My bad. I didn't know.
I assume this is a roll initiative now.
Yes.
Yes.
Lost opportunity.
What you told her straight up.
Yeah. It's not enemies. Come, stand over here. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to need initiative from the group here.
For whatever reason, I didn't think for a moment that you guys were about to plan. Oh. I'll be more careful next time. I'm sure we'll be fine.
That's the way Greta
Yeah, but when other people want to do stuff, I don't want to. It's unintentional. That's fine.
Are you sure it was? Are you sure you weren't like, when this looks like a fight we could talk our way out of? I'm gonna jump on that real quick and be like, nah.
This time, yes.
This is more interesting in a way.
I mean, unless I misread the situation, it looks like we have 3 zombies, a vampire, and a lich. I'm just saying, maybe it wasn't the best idea to pick a fight. I could be wrong, though. I just assume a skeleton and a rogue is a lich. But I could be wrong.
Floating hair and shit.
Skeleton robe.
Yeah, he said it's a
Skeletal face in a robe, and no, you actually know it's a white. Okay. The enemies draw their weapons. The woman shouts, "Guards!" As that happens, though, Grenna goes first, drawing a weapon to her hand.
Heaving an irritated sigh and drawing my axe.
Okay. Drawing axe.
And then advancing.
Okay. That is a Zomba.
I know it's implied that she's a vampire, but she also looked Thayan.
She had tattoos on her head and
She
shit.
looks like
So she's a Thayan vampire.
They don't have a. They're not. They don't kind of void like undeath or anything like that. So being a vampire is beneficial for them.
Yeah. No, this is the if I remember correctly, this is the only one we've come across that isn't human.
She probably started this one.
My first attack is 10 to hit.
that is a miss, unfortunately.
And my second attack is 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
Does anyone have enchanted on?
For 20 damage.
Okay. Grenna grabs the weapon, moves forward, swings to cut her enemy off, but she's a little too early. She didn't expect the enemy to be as slow as they were. You know, for a second you got caught up, you're like, right, zombies. Then you swing again, correct, and remove its head from its shoulders.
Neat.
It's dead.
Advance and take fire. They attack. This one is 18 hit.
That's a hit.
For 29 damage.
This time, you swing and sever its upper torso from its legs. You just leave it into 2 pieces, kind of like that part in Resident Evil 7.
Let's hope it doesn't continue
Okay.
like that.
And that is your turn. So,
Is it dead?
the card's turn, yes. Take that. Well, it was dead the whole time.
Well, I mean, is it re-deaded?
It is Carger's turn. Whoever wants more.
I guess I'll go. Yeah. I will shoot at. She is close enough for me to hit the starburst and her, right? With
Yeah.
her breaker.
You can actually hit her and the Starburst, or her and the Snickers as well.
Okay.
They're both adjacent to her.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark as my bonus action. And 19 to hit.
That hits.
18 damage for the first hit. Huh?
The Hunter's Mark?
I rolled a 1 and a 2. I rolled a 2 on the D8 and a 1 on one of the D6.
What about the D6 force?
The D6 force roll 5. So it was 8 and then plus 10 is 18. Oh, actually it's 20. I forgot about my bracelet. Nope, I forgot about a lot of stuff actually.
That's why I was like...
It's been a while since I played this character. 27.
Okay.
This will be the board breaker, I guess. It is a crit. With the weapon. $38 damage.
38?
Yeah.
And that was to the Snickers?
Yeah.
It's a lot better.
And then my last attack will be back on the vampire lady. 26 to hit.
26, that does it, yeah.
$34.
34.
Yeah.
Okay. You let loose 3 arrows. They fly forward. Okay. Your arrows strike into the 2 of them, wounding them pretty severely. Is that your turn? All right, it is now Ashura's turn.
You can make it on the if you want.
Yeah.
That's not right. This is the white. This is the first one. That hits.
Damage.
20 damage. Okay.
17 hit.
Does he do extra damage on dead? Or
I
is that just
am
wounds?
going to smite.
On the second? Okay, hold on. If it changes anything, she is like on the brink of death when the second attack hits. So you might not. 17 does it.
If I did it on the first attack, I would do the second attack. 17 hits.
Yes, it does. You don't need to roll damage if you want.
Oh.
She had 1 health.
Oh my god. Seriously.
Yeah.
That.
Sure.
You know you want it.
Anyway, you move up with waves, slashing once and then stabbing into her chest. There's the sound of crashing waves upon the rocks, and she falls to the ground, turning into ash. That is your turn. The white goes. Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, moves up and slashes at you, Cart, with its longsword. Half of them were done before got to roll on the side.
16. So
The longsword attack hits
Yeah.
for 5 damage. Oh, wait, no, 6 damage, sorry. And then it reaches out with its hand
Motherfucker.
and attempts to drain the life. However, your armor class goes up by 4, right?
Yeah.
So your armor class is 20.
Yeah.
After the first sword slash, it then attempts to reach out and grab you with its black energy hand. You duck out of the way though, and its attack is foiled.
I hate my nuts.
It's like every other session with you.
It is. They always attack me, guys.
Don't worry, there's a Sambo after you. But they do not hit. Now... Rust monsters.
No!
Can they affect magic here? So I was gonna
Think
throw
it's
them-
way harder?
I was gonna throw them once in my Saturday game, and they're like, "We don't affect magic here." It's like, what good are you? Let's fucking toss this aside.
I would remind you that some people's plate mail. Wait, is your plate mail magic?
It's not.
Not to throw I'm just saying.
No, it's too late. I've already
It's really not. My armor still isn't magic.
I've already labeled them as early game monsters in combat. Away with you. Now to look longingly at other higher level monsters. Oh, someday.
Oh, that's why I'm sitting here like...
Soon.
Do they have all the undead grouped together or some shit?
Alternatively, right now,
Where something else is proposed.
they're probably strong enough to fight a Raksasha, but I feel like it'd be out of nowhere because they're kind of
Why would you think we would be strong enough to fight? Well, I'm not going to be there
because
anymore.
y'all are strong.
Why would you think they would be strong enough to fight the
It's like
monster?
level 10 now. But I feel like it'd be a little too exotic to just do.
Does Caitlyn even have 6 level spells? Wait, they're immune to 6 and below, right?
Yeah, they'd be immune to all the spells we have.
I thought it was 30 below.
No. It is 6
No,
and below.
look at Raksasha's CR and add a few more levels onto it, then it's appropriate.
I take the CR's suggestion.
I know.
Okay. The master of the mind turns out to be Raksasha for some reason.
The shapeshift, the red lady could easily turn out to be a Raksasha.
That'd be cool.
No, it would definitely not be cool.
Maybe a changeling of some sort.
Squig. Suddenly, from the chandelier, a horrifying, burning, maggot spewing out of its eyes and mouth face appears before you. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
The fuck?
It begins cackling.
Did we miss an enemy? Did we not look up with the feeling or some shit?
Awesome.
Would you roll?
9.
Wait, did you add this?
Did you add the? Does he?
He's
he
not
has
close
roll-
enough.
Oh really?
Then he
Oh,
charges
fuck,
forward.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh wait, the stone. 10.
So, you are frightened and will continue to be for a little bit. Additionally, the form turns back into this green, bug-eyed creature that then swings back onto the chandelier from where it is. So it's on top of the ceiling hanging from the chandelier.
Huh.
It looks vaguely familiar. You can roll an intelligence check if you want to remember it. Except for you, you're too busy doing so.
Oh yeah.
Sentinel.
It's...
Huh?
You remember, you've seen one of these things before. It popped out invisibly and tried to attack you while you were crossing that pit in the Summit Citadel. And then you dipped it into the spikes. Yeah, it has to be some sort of quasi. Yeah, so, Thoradin, now it's your turn.
stays with you for like 2 hours.
An hour.
Um,
More than one.
Don't attack zombie.
You attack the zombie? Okay.
Green flame, I guess. Yeah,
Really? What'd you roll?
You rolled a 2.
Okay.
plus 1.
Okay. Yeah, you call miss. You swing, misses. Well, is silent. You tell it's silent.
I'm after that thing that over there Charlie mentioned.
The zombie is attacking you, Asura, but it missed. It claws against your shield, just trying to be like, and you're just like, no, get off. God, it's your turn again.
Neat. I will move.
Oh, right. Being frightened, lose turn?
No, you don't lose a turn. You have disadvantage on attack rolls. And
I don't know where I go. No, you go.
I
Sorry.
rolled a 12?
Yeah, you should go. I'm missing this right now.
So, just remembering rules for being frightened. Anything in that direction, so that's the direction of the enemy. Disadvantage on attacking, and I can't really move that direction.
you can't move towards the thing that frightened you, and you have disadvantage on all attack
On all
rolls.
attacks, it doesn't matter which direction they are.
It's
So
pretty
if you
late.
attack this one, you still have
Pretty
disadvantage.
late,
Okay.
but I forgot. I was no plus 8, not plus 12, which is what I get, right?
Yeah,
So 13,
14.
14, how about that?
that would have fit.
Okay. God damn. Sorry.
That's why I said I'm surprised, but missed. But okay.
Sorry. D8,
2d8. 2d8 plus 5.
Plus 5, 11.
Okay. 11 damage.
Yeah.
As well as not silently judging him.
Some of you judging the last game.
Okay.
It's wounded, but not quite defeated. So what do you do?
I'm gonna pull out one of the wands of magic missiles and spend 6 charges on the thing that just scared me.
Okay.
I think that's overkill. If you recall, it's not very strong. Okay. 6 charges.
Roll your 6s.
Doesn't it only have 7 charges?
Yes, I have 2. I have 2 wands. .21 damage.
It's 3 plus. It
Plus
starts at
sorry.
3.
I
So
just
it
rolled
should be a total of
6.
8. 3 plus 5.
.30.
So you pull out your wand of magic missile, you fire your wand of magic missile. A bunch of darts fire into his body, and blood fishes out of it in all directions as his body is just crumpled under the force. But good news, you're no longer frightened. Now it's going to start out.
Overkill.
I'm going to move. I'm going to make an attack on that thing, which was for 25.
Okay. That is definitely a hit.
And for 29 damage.
You slice it apart.
Does it
Continue turbo consume.
Yeah, get that weird.
And a assault the white. I had previously rolled 3, but I believe that's flanking, so roll one more time for the second attack. For 16 to hit in total.
That is a hit.
For 20 damage.
You plant the axe in his back, bring him to one knee, and then pull it out, ripping out chunks of spine, viscera. Got one more attack. Yeah, one more.
Making sure I totally didn't. I will advance. But once more.
It was still flanking, isn't it?
Yeah.
For 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 20 damage.
You chop its head off with a single swift motion of your axe. You fell 3 enemies in one. Almost feels like one motion. It's not. But if this were like an anime, it would be like there'd be like a screen of black and then like 3 white slashes, and then it'd come back and they'd all be like in the process of just dying horribly, and Grenda's like hair would be blowing in the wind. You know. Am I wrong?
No.
Anyway, yeah. So your enemies are defeated.
Yeah, searched it. Obviously,
The white had a long sword. The vampire didn't have anything on it.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm surprised.
Fucking vampire.
Yeah, in fact, there's not really anything in here, save for a door.
Check the door.
Yeah, let's go.
Like a regular door or a gate?
Gate. They're all gates.
Oh.
No, sorry, just a normal door that leads down some stairs.
No. Alright.
Get there. You see that there are 2. So you step into a chamber. This area might have once been a columned temple. Its rotting tapestries show foul creatures tormenting humanoids and scenes of slaughter and sacrifice. At the center of this vast space, the stone floor has been hewn to create a pit. The pit is covered with the gory remains of past bloodshed. Across on the other side of this pit is a somewhat originally dark-skinned, although he seems to have paled, if that makes any sense, man with very smooth, like silky hair that runs over his shoulders. He wears a very lavish blue. It almost looks like a navy coat, but it's really just like a nice surcoat with like a shoulder cape and a bunch of like gold chains running back and forth. It reminds you of a military uniform of some kind, although you can't quite place exactly. His clothes are exquisite. He also has very nice like pearl earrings. And he seems to be sitting on some sort of makeshift couch or overlooking the battle below with not quite disinterest. Additionally, if you look into the pit, there is a large, about 10 foot tall, which you can only describe as massive bird-like creature. It has 2 big wings. It's brandishing what looks like some sort of like long spear type weapon, and it appears to be fighting a number of humans. Sorry, a number of humans and 1 elf. There are 9 humans who are all dressed in what you can only describe as slave rags, holding like makeshift pieces of like wood and rebar like as clubs. However, there's also a white-haired elven woman with a scar across her cheek who is wielding like a long sword and a shield and actually seems to be engaging the creature primarily. The rest of them are just kind of like standing back and cowering, although they are like swinging, but
It's half-heartedly.
you can tell that they're not trained fighters, whereas she does seem to be.
This might be the other person we were sent to look for.
It might.
Because they were both elves, correct?
Yeah.
We should kill the monster then before it murders her or the other people.
How deep is the pit?
15 feet lower than the rest of the floor.
Do you guys
And there's
want
just
to
approaching.
fight?
And there's a guy up there
I'm not
watching.
approaching. I'm just gonna shoot it.
You're not approaching, but you pull out your bow. As the group of you move out of the room, the man looks up and says, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" He doesn't seem to make any aggressive motions. He more looks over you as a sort of curiosity.
What is the name of the person we were sent to find?
Well, okay, so you already found one of them, which is who I was referring to, who was Kelson Darktreader. The other person you were sent here to find is an elven woman known as Shaylindra Flotion.
If it doesn't look like she's being pressed too hard, I'll yell out the name and see if she responds to it.
You see her ear twitch as you say this, but she is in active fighting with this creature, so you're not... She doesn't seem like she can respond at the moment.
I'd say we kill the monster before it kills her, but...
Then our response?
You guys say whatever.
So you're just drawing your weapon and attacking?
I'm drawing my weapon and I'm aiming it at the monster.
Alright,
I'll wait for their response before I
move to attack. Yeah.
So you move up towards the
Here
pit?
for her. Yeah.
You
How
are
far?
talking to him.
You're an uninvited guest, I'll say.
You say uninvited guest? Okay, so you're talking to him, you're moving up towards the pit.
I'm going to draw Black Racer and I'm going to start heading with Carac.
Start aggressing Carac.
Okay. Well, he doesn't have to approach the pit. He's actually approaching the pit. So are you approaching the pit or are you saying
Well, then I'm approaching the pit with you then.
How far
As you two approach the pit, and you both of you to roll me a wisdom saving throw. However, since you're basically side by side, you can add his bonus. Yeah, but I need you both to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure thing. 4. Wisdom.
19.
17.
17. You feel a strong compulsion to jump into the pit, although considering you are both moving towards the pit anyway, maybe you don't fight it that much. But you definitely feel like there's some sort of compulsion to jump into this pit as you approach. It's a feeling sort of like vertigo almost. When you're at the edge of a cliff, there's that voice in your back of your head. I don't know if this is actually vertigo, but there's that voice telling you, just jump, fuck it, do it. It's like that, but it's way stronger than you've ever felt it before.
I'm sure there's a name for it.
I think vertigo is the thing when you're standing over an edge.
No, I know what vertigo is. I'm just saying.
That voice is called the Imp of the Perverse, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
In D&D?
No.
It sounds like a D&D
That's
thing.
the term.
That's weird.
As
Anyway.
if there's a person on your shoulder.
So, you two do that. As you jump in and you draw your weapon, I'm going to need initiative from the three of you. Well, actually, I'll take initiative from all of you.
Yeah.
25 to 20. 19 to 15.
15.
19.
14 to 10.
14.
Okay. Uh, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
9 or 8. Okay. So, Squig would be first, but he's currently talking to the man. And remind me what the two of you said?
Yes, sir. I guess.
For her.
He loses a turn. Contemplating.
Just get
Says-
confounded.
You oppose the fans?
Didn't we want to be hired by a thing?
Well, yeah. We were.
Yes, sir.
What did you say?
He said not exactly.
Everyone would come across.
That would be your opposing the finish.
I doubt the fans hired you to come here and destroy their own temple.
He doesn't know.
No, I'm looking at you. Like,
Alright, let's shoot the
He's
bird.
just playing close. Johnny types.
23 to hit. And I'm passing his luck too.
He kicked this guy past him. He was leaving him.
31 damage for the first shot.
well,
31 damage for the
Yeah.
first shot. Okay. Your first arrow strikes into him.
21 to hit for the second.
21.
To hit.
Okay. That hits.
$35 damage.
Okay.
And that will be the
Okay.
because it's just the bird fighting him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your 2 arrows striking to wounding it. It appears as if he was already wounded. Probably at the hands of her sword, it looks like, because there's some sword cuts on him. Despite that, though, he does not go down. Granted, it's your turn.
Cool. Does the turn happen before I've jumped in?
No, you and Asura have just jumped in. Now it's turn.
Cool. Provided it's not farther than, I guess, 15 feet away, I'm going to attack.
Yeah, you can reach.
I got 23 to hit.
That hits.
For 23 damage.
Okay.
I will then attack again. And got a critical, so just move on to the next time. For 33 damage.
How do you see this guy dying at the block prison?
10 feet tall.
If is it 10 feet tall? I remember it being-
Well, it's hunched over, but you think it's still.
because I would fancy a
That being
decapitation for
said-
no other reason than because fun times.
That being
It's
said,
a
its head is
head.
actually like up here on you because it's so punched over, so like you can easily reach its head if that's what you're concerned about.
Then I'm down with that.
You swing your blade around, Black Razor whistles through the air, and you decapitate the creature.
I wonder, what is that creature's max HP?
Oh, he actually will tell David because David killed the Black Razor Warning.
That's true.
I wasn't thinking about that. But
Your
I
temporary
suppose.
hit points increases to 104
Neat.
as Black Razor absorbs its soul. As it does, Black Razor says, "Demon. Excellent.
Okay.
It has been some time since I've tasted frog.
I'll say.
Are you curious what it tastes like?"
Perhaps.
Chicken. Now you can't see its face because it doesn't have one, but you can imagine the look it has on its face. It doesn't say anything else. It's
Whatever
completely quiet.
Face would be associated with Black Razor.
I see.
So, character, who are you?
I am Isam, cursed and forced to watch these barbaric blood sports for the Red Wizards. I'm supposed to be feeding their chained creatures, the slaves that they bring here, ones that are too weak and infirm to do anything useful. It's a very boring job watching demons kill hopeless humans over and over, and I really wish I could leave. Unfortunately, as it is, I'm cursed and must stay. That being said, if you do oppose the Red Wizards, I am more than willing to help you. There's nothing in my curse that prevents that. I have many things I can offer you. I've heard things in my time here. I can lie to my superiors, cover your tracks a little better. However, if you would like, I happen to have a glyph key here. I could see to it that its attunements are yours for a price.
Why do you have a glyph key if you can't leave?
Just took it. He's cursed.
It's none of your concern.
He can't willingly leave. What better person to give the key to?
It's still an interesting question, but he's keeping that to himself for whatever reason.
What's the price?
He bares his fangs.
What?
Just a taste. It has been some time.
I'm gonna roll insight. I don't.
Sure.
Jesus.
14.
14.
Oh, okay. Alright. It makes sense, I suppose. Jesus.
The guy I watch will sometimes take people outside for like individual conversations.
Yeah. But it's kind of hard to do that in this room.
Fair.
I don't do it either.
Mika.
I agree. As long as it's a small taste.
Of course.
You.
Additionally, you will stay out of my room.
Fine. We're already trespassing. Just tell us where your room is so we don't go into it.
He points towards the door.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it.
We're taking her and the slaves with us. Will that be a problem?
I do not care.
Okay. And the people that were at the entrance to this room, we murdered them.
I do not care.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you because you said you might cover for us, so.
Oh, yes, of course. Alright, he bites into you, Carac, and you take...
What?
Sorry. You take...
I guess it has to be someone.
7 physical damage and 10 necrotic damage. Additionally, your max hit points are lowered by that amount of necrotic damage.
You said 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
However, he does give you the attunements on his glyph key, specifically, which is the entire zone. So you'll be able to open any white gates in here.
Oh, within the prison? Damn.
Yeah, within the Abyssal Prison.
Is there any other way you can help us
Yeah.
before we move on from this area?
We'll look out for.
Or any
What are you
information?
offering?
What do you want?
Freeze.
You want? What do we have to do to free you? Is it a certain? How do we do this?
Make
I'm
sure
bound
it's
by a
curse.
curse.
Do you know how to undo the
I
curse?
am no spellcaster.
Curses can be tricky, depending upon how they're.
Huh? Not prepared.
We are also talking about freeing a vampire.
That too.
That too.
Before
So as a
we-
person who eats souls, I'm just saying.
Granted doesn't.
That's true, but or feed souls to an ancient artifact.
Perhaps that is fair.
You have a scroll of remove curse. That was one of the ones you found.
Well, fine. If people are down.
If you are willing to free me, I will give you. I have nothing to give you but treasure.
Okay.
If we free you, you're going to immediately leave.
Yes.
So then, are
But
we
I will
still-
take my vengeance first.
So you still want us to stay out of your room even if we free you, then basically.
He's willing to give you the treasure in his room
Oh.
in exchange for freedom from his curse.
I'm free him then.
Is is
Sure, cool.
the revenge on the person that turned you or cursed you?
The person cursed
The
him.
person who cursed me.
They are here.
Yes. I believe so. I will find them. I still have this glyph key. I will use it to find who bound me here, and I will extract bloody vengeance upon them.
Out of character, we're still freeing a bad guy. I doubt that he allied himself with the Thay in the first place just for fun.
We are supposed
Well, okay, to be honest,
cause the most
I see what you're
damage.
saying, but technically, if you believe what he said, he didn't choose to ally himself. He was trapped here. Like, he was cursed too. He gave the implication that he didn't want to be here.
I still think it's a little weird that everybody's on board with freeing him.
It's mostly these two.
Wow.
Because he's an evil monster that will most assuredly attack and eat and
All
However,
it
kill
takes for
innocent
evil to
people when they
succeed
leave.
is for good men to stand back and do nothing.
However,
Well, you can't stop players from doing things.
However, you have said before that you were willing to free the monsters here to attack the other people, and he did say he is going to do that. Another thing to keep in mind.
Yeah. Besides that, there's no saying that. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this in character. This is purely out of character. But there's no saying that he actually survives getting his revenge and getting out of here. And being.
Maybe. I just thought it was a little weird.
And if you're so worried, we can track him down later.
Yeah.
It's not worry. It's just me out of character going, all of y'all are a little too cool, I think, with, yeah, sure, whatever.
Carac doesn't like slavery of any kind, even if it's an evil person. If you want a justification, David.
Your personal does do eventually. You don't have to
So,
do
You cast your spell.
do the
Alright, you
school.
cast Remove Curse. He says, excellent.
Now go get your vengeance. That gives us treasure.
He disappears into his room, comes back with his treasure. He hands you 6 rolled up scrolls of parchment inside a large scroll case. They are, respectively, a spell scroll of Detect Magic, a spell scroll of Cure Wounds, a spell scroll of Healing Word, a spell scroll of... What are those comprehend languages?
I think it's third, but I could be wrong.
No, tongues is third.
Oh,
It's either first or second.
I don't know. I
It's
don't have it on the
first.
spell list. What is it?
So,
Just give me the book.
Should be first because
they're alphabetical.
For comprehend. Yeah, I was just looking in the app and deck. checks for a specific page.
Yeah, but these are not alphabetically. For some. A scroll of magic missile, a scroll of burning hands, and a scroll of greater restoration.
That last one is good.
Additionally, a bottle of ink and pen, and 15 sheets of parchment, but that's pretty normal stuff. Then leaves. Oh. Just trying to hand you back the price name.
I gotta look something up real quick.
I think we already got that one.
How do you get out of this?
So,
Where's the secret path directly to the final boss?
he leaves, heading south through a white gate.
Is that the only exit from this room?
Nope, there is a northeast and a south exit.
Are you guys gonna talk to the people in the pit?
Additionally, once this has happened, you hear a voice from the pit. Are we free? Can we go?
Should be able to just climb out.
It's 15.
Oh, we
You
have
hear the sound of
we're
someone
around.
climbing. Actually, it's pretty easy to climb out. You hear the sound of climbing, and you see the woman appear up over the side. And she says, "Before there was some sort of magic effect on it that made it impossible to climb out. Whatever you did, canceled it out. So you have my thanks."
It might have been tied to the person who's designated as your guys' plunger.
Listen, he is dead.
That is his name?
No, he's well. Yes, technically he's dead, but not really.
It's too soon called.
Technically.
Too soon to call. I see in character.
Do you know him?
Was he
Other than-
particularly cruel or anything?
Compared to the Red Wizards, it's hard to say. They seem more disinterested than anything.
That would match up with what.
Oh, still, I thank you for saving me. I'm Challenger Flotion, Knight of the Gold Pact.
So then you are who we are looking for.
Oh, have you been sent to find me?
Yes, we were hired.
And a friend.
Well, thank you for doing so. These people here, they have been starved and beaten. If you could see to their escape, I would be most appreciative. Additionally,
Sure.
if you are here to hurt the Thans, I can join you if you wish. For a time. I will need to leave before too much longer, but I still have some in me.
If you're able and willing.
How up is she
I
looking?
think we can manage.
Not too fucked up.
What about the slave?
They're all really weak and probably need to be sent back, but you can just go into the other room and use the Bloodgate to send them out of here.
We help them. If they want to help us back.
I say the information's good enough. We don't necessarily need her help.
If you need their help, then do as you will. I do not.
You can leave if you want. We're hired to get you out of here. I assume they want you alive. If you stay with us and it gets too dangerous, we can't necessarily get you out of here so easy.
I suppose there's wisdom in what you say. If you do not wish my help, I will not force myself upon you.
Anything you can tell us would be useful, though.
Yes, well,
Also, did you have any possessions that they take from you? Do you know where they might have put them?
I still have my possessions.
Just a sword. She's not wearing rags like the other people?
No, she has armor, sword.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps then you also check up on.
I can tell you some things, though,
That would be useful.
that I have heard. I assume you're attempting to get to the phylactery vault?
Yes.
Yes. Well, then you've heard you need to get to the the temples of extraction first, yes?
I don't
No.
know.
I
don't
believe
know.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not.
Okay.
That's where
Oh,
you need to go.
It sounds
Yes.
familiar, I think so.
Yes. Well, I was told by Ism that the temples of extractions aren't really temples at all, but research facilities where Sazaztam's followers conduct horrible magical experiments. Very few know the specifics. You'll need to find one of his lieutenants in order to know for sure, or get there yourself.
One of them already got away from us.
Additionally, although it may be rumor, Isam told me what he believes Saz's plan is. He is attempting to obtain godhood by channeling into his phylactery the souls of the chosen of certain gods. He has them captured in his phylactery vault, and he will siphon off their soul while they are still living in order to fuel his ascension to godhood by siphoning their deity's essence that they have placed within them. Now, at a character last session, you saw that lady working on like a weird soul extracting thing on that guy.
That's true.
That might be part of it. Occurs to you that that could be part of the research, and probably why she has a key to the temples of extraction. It appears as if she's one of Saz's lieutenants.
Interesting.
Or lieutenants if you're British. Look it up. It's how they say it.
I'm
It's
not.
really weird.
There's no way that
Well,
That-
we definitely can't allow that to happen.
that could work.
Did he mention how many of the chosen they have captured?
No, he did not. If I were to guess, they would be the chosen, the unfortunate chosen of good aligned deities, just to twist the knife further.
Do you know if they're still looking?
Out of character, Kendall's down there just like, what the fuck? This is bullshit.
Do you know if they're still looking for more? Or if they have...
I assume if they
another
found
team?
more, they would attempt to capture them, but I don't know. Unfortunately, that's all I know. But I hope it is helpful.
Just let us know.
She then goes with the others to the. She says, "Actually, I have one more thing. I managed to palm off one of our captors. You should take it." She hands you a superior healing potion.
Is that the super fancy bottle?
No.
Okay.
There are 4 tiers. This is tier 3.
Okay. Still definitely nothing to sneeze at.
It's normal, greater, superior, supreme. Additionally,
Is that 44 plus 4? Or 44
no,
plus 2?
I don't know. I'd look it up. I think it's 64 plus like 10.
Okay.
Additionally, if you'd like, I have a picture of it.
Huh.
Mm.
That's a scar. It kind of looks like a book.
No, it's a scar.
Yeah, it's just
I
kinda-
thought I had bought a supreme healing potion.
Yeah, you have the highest tier one. She's giving you one that's a tier below that. Oh, she asked you for a glyph key though, so that she can get the people out of here if you have a spare.
We have a few.
Okay.
I have a question. We can copy any of the glyphs from one key to
Yeah.
another? Okay.
So you can give her everything yours has if you'd like.
I don't see why not. Unless
She
she's
says-
going to run off and get herself
We
killed.
have like one.
She
at
tells
least
you
one extra.
the exit to the south leads to the predator pools,
Oh.
I believe, or out of character. I believe it leads to the predator pools. Let me double check.
For
Yes,
rules, which is
leads to
fine.
the predator pools. However, to the east, you will go further in the abyssal prisons. If that is what you see.
Sorry.
You can always double back once you're done.
Yeah.
But in case you were like, how do we get to predator pools? Well, now you know.
No, exactly that.
There's
knowledge is power.
So, she leaves. What do y'all do?
We still need to find that lich here. That's
Yes,
in
you
the
do.
prison. Yeah, so predator pulls after. Sounds up, right?
So nice.
Kinda gotta kill the lich. Yep. You gotta keep in mind about that maze that's supposedly down here.
Okay, so you're heading up through the North White Gate then?
Yeah.
Okay. You open the White Gate, you head through. The wood-paneled walls of this long hall are scorched. Cracks in the panels reveal bare stone. 3 mystic circles have been inscribed in the floor, each edged. 3 mystic circles have been inscribed into the floor, each edged with rough runes. There is a white gate at the other end of this room. Or wait. Never mind. There's the white gate you came through. Additionally, there are big steel doors. And of course, the circles.
I want to try looking over the circles without, like, stepping into them, obviously. See if I can, like, check them, maybe Arcana, try to discern if they're magical.
Sure. Roll me an intelligence Arcana check.
That's a 9.
The runes are gibberish. As in, they're not real.
Huh. Odd.
You want to give a look too?
Yes.
What do you mean you guess? Do you or
Yeah,
not?
sure.
Jeff will be married. Do you take husband to be here, lock me like a wife? Sure, I guess.
22.
22?
Yeah.
Well, the runes are fake, or the runes are like gibberish nonsense runes, but hidden under those runes are warding runes that will discharge lightning. And, what's more, they seem to be activating. You have 12 seconds before they go off.
Oh shit, we gotta get out of here. 12 seconds before lightning happens.
Okay. I'm running to that door to fucking see.
However, they don't discharge from the circle. You're not sure exactly where they discharge.
They just start somewhere. We need to get out of here.
Let's step back.
We'll move back through the door that we came in here.
Yeah. Just jump back through there, let that thing discharge, and come back.
Back to marriage. I hope I never get married.
You head out.
Okay.
You hear. Well, I guess you keep the white gate open. So as you head out and keep the white gate open, you see one of the circles, the middle one, light up in a bright white light, and then lightning is discharged through the room from the ceiling. Looking up, you notice what you hadn't noticed before. There's a big steel orb on the top of the room that is discharging the lightning. After about 12 seconds, it discharges again. And then after another 12 seconds, it discharges again. Each time a different circle glowing.
Can we charge across the room in under 12 seconds and get out?
You could if the steel door isn't like locked or anything.
Oh, fuck that.
I'm gonna watch the circles and see if there's like a pattern that occurs while it's discharging.
A pattern that occurs? No.
So that
if you watch it for a minute, it's entirely random.
What is this? The name of someone?
Perhaps there's some way.
That was the name of the guy we saved.
Perhaps there's some way to use Mage Hand to like pre-open or pre-unlock
Check
the
it.
door.
If there was an arcane archer, but there's not.
Trickster.
I mean, trickster, yeah, arcane trickster.
Miro would be great here.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, he has resistance. Right?
Not to lightning. Oh, he does to magic actually, but he's not gonna pick the lock if it's locked. So all that would happen is he'd get over there, try to open the door wouldn't open, and then lightning would blast him.
Maybe if we had some way to like knock the door down at a range.
You don't have to spell magic or anything.
No, I just want to be good.
With Tinker's tools, do I think I'm
Asura has Dispel Magic.
If you want to try it, it's up to you.
casting it on the orb, I guess?
Or the glyphs that
It's the
that
range
have the
on it.
actual spell on it.
It's long enough. Do you want to try Dispelling?
Sure.
Alright, you Dispel. The orb seemingly shuts off.
Let's go.
However, you're not sure how long it's going to last.
Stay away from the circles.
Well, all right.
You run in.
Let's
The
go
door
for
is
it.
locked, so I'm going to need a
Guys,
Thank you.
check, and time is of the essence.
I forgot you can do that yourself now. Fuck.
High stakes lockpicking.
7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Sorry, you said Dex, right?
Yeah.
Dexterity, please.
8, 11, 12. That's a 19. That's double proficiency bonus for tools.
19?
Yes.
Alright, you get it open.
Go.
You
Okay.
rush into the next room. Inside, the sweet scent of incense hangs in the hot air of this opulent chamber.
I got it
The
myself.
walls are covered with silk tapestries in green and yellow, and the floors are spread with cushions. To the south, 2 sets of sliding double wooden doors are set into the walls. There are 5 people inside. 4 Thane warriors, 2 men, 2 women, who are lying on the some of the cushions and stuff I described, and a beautiful auburn-haired woman covered in fine jewelry. She is currently sitting in the chair. As you enter, she says, "Oh, thank you for coming. I have been so trapped here for so long."
What are the condition of the thing people seem to be when we're walking out?
You said they were laying down.
Yeah, they're lying down.
Like they're asleep?
No.
Like
Like
they're
2 of them
lounging.
are asleep.
Huh.
2 of them are awake. 1 man and 1 woman are just kind of lying there.
I don't like this, and I immediately don't like her. I'm not saying anything
Yeah.
yet.
You don't look trapped to me.
Are you expecting me to fight my way out of here?
I'm just saying.
This place looks pretty
Have
nice.
you not seen my guards?
Look at them. Do they seem to be acting like guards?
Who are you?
Or
I am Pencheska.
Francesco.
so, do they seem armed?
Yeah, oh yeah, they're totally armed. And in fact, upon her saying guards, one of them stands up and says, "You need to leave."
Or you can't do that.
And she, says to him, it's fine. They're not here to cause harm to anyone, clearly. They are here to... I don't know what they're here to do, actually. But it's fine, it is fine. And he says,
What do you have duties here?
watch yourself.
I'll place a hand on my weapon and not really whisper, but this seems like a trick. Perhaps she's a succubus.
Carac will shrug.
Well, the last relay that we did come across asking for help.
What, do you have duties here? Why are they keeping you?
She looks herself up and down and she says, well, I don't know. Why do you think they're keeping me here?
Okay, so out of character, I think she's a fucking sex slave.
Concubine.
That's what she's
the
implying.
implication she's giving off.
And there's nothing odd about her physical features. She just looks like a normal person.
She's really hot, but other than that...
Alright.
Do you not have some way of telling whether or not
Why?
she's a monster in disguise?
Insight?
Everything's just
insane.
Do your
Yeah.
thing.
Out of character, like a spell.
He has an
He has an
ability.
ability.
That's why they're all
That's
We're responding to you.
That's-
Inside of what you say? What tools could you possibly have? I wonder.
Yes, I'm seeing.
Guidance him.
Guidance. I roll.
Wait,
Wait,
why
do
are
you
you
have to
rolling?
roll?
You
I
just
don't
do-
think
you
you
just
can
do a
roll.
roll.
Yeah.
Divine sense, right?
Oh, he
Because
doesn't.
that's what they wanted you
You
to
said
do.
insight.
He doesn't.
No, that's
No,
what he
that's
said.
what he
they
said.
They said divine sense.
Okay.
Yeah, she's definitely a demon.
Okay.
So
I mean, you're gonna tell us?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh.
She's a demon.
It was a theory.
when you
Correct.
say that, she says, "Oh, come now! I did not insult you."
I knew it.
Oh my god.
She
you're
cracks her shoulder, and as she does, 2 wings and a tail grow out from her, and she says, "I am not lying when I said what I said. I am still here against my will, used to service these people, and I want to escape."
Back.
What will you do?
I will
if
not
we-
be taken again, wench.
Oh my god! Calm down, Chris.
Sorry, I'm not attacking.
Yeah.
But I am getting ready to.
Grinna had a bad experience with one of your
I find
variety.
that hard to believe. Most people who meet us have very good experiences.
There is no bad experience. She was slain, and I know more worse for wear. But we should not engage this evil.
She hasn't done anything to us yet. Let's judge her on her actions.
Like deceiving us.
She hasn't lied to us yet, has she? She admitted she was a demon.
She also did talk down the guards.
I don't have to read.
What is in it for us if we free you?
Well, I know of the phylactery vault. I can tell you things about it. Additionally, I have material possessions that, while I would be loath to part with them if that is what I was used to buy my freedom. Additionally, I have other ways of making it worth your while.
By the way,
No, thanks.
out of character, when she says
She looks like she actually looks a little insulted when you say that. And she says, "If my form displeases you, I
No.
Just
You are very
just
beautiful.
make
That
this-
is not it. We don't have time for pleasantries
Well,
like
there's
that.
always time for pleasantries. But if you'd rather have the treasure, then I suppose."
What do you plan to do if we free you? Are you going to stay
Go home.
to your own plane?
Yes, I have been here too long. And I have appointments.
What is keeping you here?
Yeah, what is keeping you here?
Tarul Var. He has bound me to this place. As long as he exists, I cannot be freed.
So if we slay him, you'll be free.
You must do more than slay him. His phylactery must be destroyed.
Well, that makes sense.
Well,
Familiar.
that would make sense if you're going to help us get into
I didn't
the
know
phylactery
this.
vault. What can you tell us to get us into the phylactery vault?
She tells you of the phylactery vault. She says, beneath the Doom Vault, Khazit Ghul slumbers in the phylactery vault. Khazit Ghul is a demi-lich, more powerful than a normal lich, very deadly. You will need to be prepared if you wish to face him. However, at the moment he is asleep. If you hurry, you may be able to destroy the phylacteries before he awakens.
Thus weakening him significantly.
But how do we get there?
That I do not know. It is a closely guarded secret. There might be maybe one soul here, who knows.
insight?
Do you know who this soul is?
I would imagine Tarul Var knows. But
That's not very...
Is there a right hand to him or a lieutenant within the prison?
no. But his chambers are here. Out of character, that's why you guys came here, to find Tarul Var. You know that he's in the Abyssal Prison.
Forgot.
Can you lead us? Can you not lead us, but can you tell us how to get to his room?
I should start writing more stuff down.
I can. As a matter of fact.
Also,
I should actually just.
She tells you to the south is a rift to the elemental plane. Past that,
yeah, that's kind of what. That's good.
okay. She says you can go south through a rift to the elemental plane. Through there, you will find a room with a pit. Then you can go east through 2 chambers, then north into a hallway. From there, his chamber will be obvious. There is a shorter way, however, through the east exit to the room. And she walks over and she presses a part of the door that causes like a hidden door to spring up. Whelm only didn't detect it because you hadn't walked. Like you were
Close
still,
enough.
you hadn't walked close enough.
Yeah, well,
And as the door opens, he says, "I would have seen that."
yeah. I'm gonna roll insight, just make sure she's telling the truth.
Well, let me finish first. Additionally, she says, through this chamber, go east. There is a furnace powered by a trapped fire elemental. It will hurt you to enter, though. The heat there is unbearable. However, if you pass through it, you can enter another chamber.
Lots of chambers.
A demon summoning chamber. Pass through that one and you will be to Tarul's quarters. So you can go the long way, which has like 3 or 4 chambers, or you can go through the fire elemental furnace and the demon summoning room to get there quicker.
Oh boy!
Sounds like a bad idea.
Or is it a dope idea?
If,
Is it potentially a cool idea?
It's a cool idea.
If I go myself, because I am immune to fire.
You're immune to fire?
Yeah.
Oh.
The affinity chain has that effect. Now, the furnace
You're not
could be a
immune to
thing where it's
demons,
like,
though.
no, well, then I would slay them.
Okay.
But it is weird
bad
that the
fire
demon is telling us to go to the demon summoning chamber.
Well, to me, it's hardly more than a summer breeze.
Well, she put down several options.
Yeah.
The demon summoning room, if we were
Quite
to just... I assume they have... Wait, I don't know anything about
There are
circles.
summoning circles within the room.
And if they were destroyed, would that be significantly harmful to the Thayans, or just a momentary setback?
I would assume the demons would go berserk and begin attacking the Thayans.
It wouldn't affect you, though, right?
No.
Hmm. Well, I'm just... You are a demon, right? No offense.
Yes, of course.
So,
I don't think demons get offended if you call them demons.
she acted like she was offended the first time it happened.
Insight now.
Go destroy the circle then.
So you're gonna insider? Okay.
I got 16.
Okay.
Oh boy. I mean, okay. So the chances that 2 beautiful women that we come across, both asking for help, both try to fucking succubi. I mean, Jesus
depends on-
Christ.
Depending on how hot you find any of the other women we've encountered. But
True, but they weren't like explicitly going, "Oh, damsel in distress, I need such help from strong adventurers." The last 2.
I mean, that is what their variety of demon does, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
What'd you say?
Same character. I'm pretty sure this isn't the first time you've been let down. No need to be offended, I don't think. I don't think you meant to.
who said I was offended? Are you going to free me or not?
Yeah.
I don't think we should.
Well, if she stays there, then she can do harm here.
She said she's returning to her own plane.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention in the thing that she's telling the truth about that. At least you think she's telling the truth about returning to her.
She does return. She is considering returning to her plane. She'd probably do a less damage than the last one that we helped.
Well, I've spoken my opinion. I will not go against you if you decide not to slay her, but I will say that we have nothing to fear of Succubi, for we have slain them before.
Who said anything about fear? She's giving us a way to harm the Thayans and to disrupt a demon summoning circle. If anything, that should appeal to you more than slaying a single succubus granite.
I don't remember asking for any of those things.
There's a lot of enemies.
She offered them.
Who knows? Since the fire elemental's powering the furnace, maybe the fire elemental's giant you could fight.
So, sounds
Hmm.
like you haven't quite come to a decision yet. Hopefully, by the time you come back from this break, they will have, however. Stick around. And we're back. So, what is your decision?
We'll take her offer.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I say we take her offer as well.
Excellent.
Your guard doesn't have a problem with us freeing you?
Oh no, they'll do whatever I say.
I guess that makes sense.
So, south door or east door? It does not matter to me. If you wish stealth, however, I would suggest the east door. This would be the most direct approach.
That's the
that was
short
the one
route?
through the elemental.
Yeah. She says, since it has the least amount of time, you are less likely to be found.
It is also most likely a place where we can cause the most damage by releasing a bunch of demons in here.
Okay. So, you're heading that way?
Yeah, I guess so.
Fire.
I'm gonna read guidance myself.
As you approach
Okay,
this
it's
door, the crackling
Perfect.
roar of heat is audible. You open the door?
He's immune
Yeah.
to fire damage, so.
Okay. Now, are you all going in? Or are you sending in Brenna first since she's immune? Because there was some discussion back and forth about that, so I just wanted to
We
make sure.
can see how bad it is to start, and then run back through the door.
I think we all.
The person who's resistant to fire, I would say Brenna and the people resistant to fire should run through the room. The people resistant to fire will take half the damage, right? So if it's a bajillion damage, we can just double whatever they took and know if we'll survive. Or we should just fucking not
Okay, so
do
you
that.
three of you are going in now?
Yeah.
A blast of heat escapes as the door opens. A howling creature of flame roils at the center of a soot-streaked stone chamber whose walls are lined with glowing runes. Inside, there's a fire elemental rushing towards you, but it's stopped by some sort of invisible force as it bangs its fists against it to no avail. It begins babbling incoherently. Do any of you know Primordial?
I wish I did, but I don't.
No.
Okay. Well, as a Forge Cleric, you know a little bit of Ignan, in that specifically, you keep hearing it say home, but you don't know anything other than that. And it's like bashing against
I'll
the,
say home in its language then. And
home! And it slaps its fist against the thing, but it can't. There's like a circle of runes keeping it in. It is insanely hot in here, although you're unaffected because your feet chained. The two of you do take take 2 damage.
I'm walking in with them because I wanted to make sure.
Okay, then you take 5 damage.
They're resistant, that's why they
Oh, he's resistant?
No,
I am not.
he's not. I'm
Yeah.
saying they're
And
resistant.
you're
that's
walking
why
in,
they-
right?
Yeah.
So you take 5.
Okay. Ow.
They take 2.
Are you gonna free the elemental?
Alright,
I'm awake.
roll me an intelligence arcana check.
Would I be able to assist him with that as long as we can do it quickly?
It seems like it's going to take him a bit, so you're going to take a bunch of damage if you stay in here.
shit.
And no, you can't aid him because you're not proficient in it anyway, so.
I am not. I keep forgetting about that.
What'd you get?
Oh wait, Arcana, so I can add.
You have
That
Oh yeah, right. So 15.
15?
Yeah.
The runes on the wall form some sort of arcane bond that keeps the elementals confined here. As you figure this out, you take more damage. You can back out of the room if you
You
don't
actually
wanna
got an
take damage.
18. You guidance yourself, right?
Well, I wasn't going to use guidance for that.
Oh, no, no.
You
no,
sure?
13.
Guidance is concentration. You could lose it from taking damage.
Well, it doesn't matter. He made anything anyway. Why are you giving him 2nd degree?
Um,
Backing out
well,
of the room.
3rd degree. Sure. I don't really need to take damage before we.
Okay, you take 2 more damage. You will need to make 3 consecutive intelligence arcana checks while continuously touching the wall in order to suppress it long enough for the elemental to leave. Additionally, you think you can cast a dispel magic to end the effect immediately.
I got 1 level 3.
We have a scroll of dispel magic,
We...
don't we?
No, that's detect.
From the vampire.
No.
No, that's also detect.
Oh.
I can use it if you guys want.
Do you want to try to make your intelligence checks, or do you want to roll the spell manager?
So do you?
Probably should say where.
I would.
Save.
Yeah,
Then
I
roll
would
me
push
3
for
checks,
checks.
and I'll tell you the damage.
Arcana. So
Yeah. It's +9 to whatever you roll.
plus
Less than.
10. Yeah.
Oh, +10.
22. 22.
Okay. Roll me another one.
20.
And hey, if you roll low, you can roll that guidance.
27.
27,
You take 2 damage, 3 damage, and 1 damage. However, as you're being burned, you hold your hand and you undo it, and the elemental is free. It explodes out. There's a big flash of fire and heat, and it moves out the other side of the room.
That's good.
Like back towards the succubus's room?
No,
Okay.
there's a room at the far side. It literally just explodes open and moves out.
So this definitely does good.
Hey, look, more destruction.
You're
Yeah.
out in the hallway.
More destruction.
Yeah.
If that vampire really tried to cover for us, he'd have a lot of shit to cover. Oh, I don't know where that explosion happened. Oh, I don't know how the slaves got free. I don't know how the demons got free either.
Well, he's probably just going to trump whoever asks him.
Oh, that's true, but that's a lot of that'd be a high DC of how the fuck is everything going so fucking so fast.
Anyway. Yeah. The rest of you head through the room.
Yeah.
You guys head out. You two take 5 damage. You two take 2 damage.
Ow.
You take no damage. Once you get on the other side, the fire elemental looks at you
Oh,
and
is that fine?
babbles incoherently.
I'll say you're welcome.
You're welcome in that language.
I think-
That
Does
is
he want
Wait.
to fight with us?
No, why would you want to fight with us?
No,
No,
with us.
alongside.
Oh, with us?
Alongside.
We have that thing of
Like
comprehend
points.
languages if we want to make this simpler.
Oh.
We do have a scroll comprehend.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, like,
We
we
could
can
also
Cast
charade it.
comprehend languages.
Yeah, just once the next
Cast
time.
comprehend languages. You hear him say, "You have freed me. I will slay your enemies until I can leave."
That's like.
You don't think it doesn't. I do not understand you. Lead the way.
Lead the way. He wants us to go this way, so.
He doesn't understand us.
Alright, so you head towards the next room. You head east and then a little bit south. This area might have once been a great banquet hall, but its furnishings now lie in rotting piles along the walls. Between rows of pillars, 6 great magic circles glow brightly, illuminating the whole chamber. Inside, there is one singular red warrior. You know, the zombie dudes that the Lich can see through his eyes. 2 whites and 6 zombies patrol the area. Additionally, there are 6 summoning circles, 2 of which are empty. The other 4 contain creatures.
Oh man.
Sorry, Jesus. Alright, well, nice to know I need biology medication. The first of which. Who's fucking real fast at? Is what looks to be a 7.5-foot tall, spiky pig toad with claws and talons.
I'm not sure he got himself.
Huh. Okay, that would.
Does that mean I lose mine?
Well, it has like a
No,
pig
that's
nose, but it looks like a toad aside from that. And it's covered in spikes and talons, and it has like a mottled green and white skin.
Huh.
Another circle that has 4 closets. They're all sitting there, like looking around, shivering with their bug eyes. Another Vrock, at least according to your weapon. According to your weapon. Sorry. And that there's another like bird motherfucker looking around. And then the last cage contains 10 creatures that are about 4 feet tall. No, sorry, that are about 2 feet tall. They look like They're pure white skin, small claws and talons. Their mouth is like forcibly split open, and there's like rotting black flesh and teeth falling out of it. They're very fat with lots of sagging, like pustule-filled flesh hanging off it, and they're completely bald. They kind of look like the fat vampire in the first Blade, but like really small versions. They're gross. Religion? Yeah, sure, you can roll religion.
Those don't sound
17.
really cool.
Well, the white things are mains. They are small, weak fiends, pretty low on the totem pole. They're summoned by apprentice like demon summoners and sent out to like kidnap people and yeah, they're grunts. However, the toad is a Hezrao, which is a fairly powerful demon, not one to be fucked with. They are known for. I don't know why it's not next to this.
Are you telling us all this, by the way?
Well, not that time here, sure.
So,
Hezrao are foot soldiers in the demonic hordes of the abyss. Although physically powerful, they are weak-minded, and they can be easily duped into sacrificing themselves by more powerful demons. If they press their attacks on the heart of enemy forces, the foul stench can sicken even the strongest foes. So they smell really bad, they have like an overwhelmingly powerful stench. Kind of reminds me of a bullywog.
And they're
Stonks.
Also, another thing about mains that you know is that bigger demons will just eat them.
the bigger demons will just eat what? The pig monks?
No, the mains. The
little white.
The gross, yeah.
Oh, the white ones? Yeah.
Okay.
If we
Since, don't look at the stat block, but since now you know what they are, they're on this page.
Something
It's a lot easier to
you do.
utilize.
I've been trying to sneak around and try to break circles, but try to convince the demons to go after them instead of us, since they're the ones that trapped them.
You'll need to know. You'll need to know how to use magic to break the circles. He'll have to do it.
Oh,
It's our common check.
I can sneak around and try to cause distractions away from whichever circle you want to go to.
This is a big open
This
area.
is- yeah, you
There's
can't
no way
see
you're
it.
going to be able to sneak in there without invisibility.
Wait a minute.
also, if you're
Pull
trying
up
to
the
cause
wand
them
of pyrotechnics. I could cause a distraction at a different
they're
side of the
gonna
room.
see where it comes from. Well, if you
No.
you're
They-
shooting a firework out of a
No,
wand.
pick a spot and a thing of light appears. It doesn't shoot out a ray of light.
I got you.
The problem is some of the guys in there are zombies. They're probably not going to be distracted like that.
What
But
was
it's
this?
also a very audible noise as well, so they might go to inspect the noise.
What do we know about the special zombies? The special zombie that you mentioned, that you said someone can see through its eyes or some shit?
Yeah, the Lich is capable of seeing through its eyes. If it becomes aware of a disturbance.
Which Lich? Shazmatam or a different Lich?
No, the one that's in here.
Tarul.
Is that the one that ran away? No?
No.
No, that's the
No,
legit
that was a woman.
Now,
You would have known all this if you watched the episode.
I definitely did not do that. Anyway.
I expect other people to watch if you're not going to watch.
Yeah. What do you want to do, Thoradin? You're the one who has to spell those.
You got a suggestion?
no, I was just gonna say if we are convinced that the pyrotechnics won't work at all.
Well,
Very
I mean,
pointless.
it would be hard. Well, you're assuming it's going to distract him long enough for him to get out there, get up to the circle, do what he needs to do.
How far away is the circle?
They're in
Let's-
the room.
Let's just
Which
kill the zombies.
one
Wait, there was
would you
someone.
want to
There's
go for?
was there something in here besides the zombies? That's not.
Well, I'm
invisible?
saying sneaking in without being invisible would be almost impossible.
Yeah.
But, I mean, situations like this are the point of the invisibility spell.
I don't think any of us have that.
I have it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah,
has
but
it. Fucking, you should still have it, don't you?
I don't know.
If he interacts with the circle, is he going to become visible? Does he know that?
If he has to cast a spell on it, but he's not going to know that till he gets close.
I'll cast invisibility on Thoradin to go and inspect the circle. Try not to make too much. Wait, actually, can you cast invisibility on yourself? Because
Okay. Then you have an idea. Hold up
I
my
will
mic.
cast invisibility on him. Then. If he had it, I would have cast detect not detect magic, cast out a trace and give him a +10 because he's in fucking heavy fucking armor.
I'll use guidance.
Yeah, use guidance on yourself, but you only roll 1d20.
Yeah, you don't have disadvantage.
You don't have
with
disadvantage.
invisibility.
Then I will go hold up one of my magical tinkerings, which I have this set to me shouting "Hey" over here repeatedly. I give it to you, and it looks like they're about to notice him. You could probably huck this, and they'll look at it, and they'll start hearing a voice in that direction.
Sure.
Okay.
These are my
Okay, so you sneak out there.
If someone hears you, just stop moving.
It's funny. Huh? What's that noise?
Hopefully, depending on the ground.
Carac will have
The
an
dread
arrow.
warrior turns towards you invisibly, seemingly confused. The rest of them don't seem to notice you. Were you gonna throw the thing?
Yes.
Give me a strength check. And tell me, which circle are you sneaking over towards?
The closest one. I fear. So I can tell.
Which one would be the Vrock?
I'm gonna double check something real quick. I got 14.
14?
In my attempt to hurl it.
You hurl it to the far side of the room. They turn and look. You reach over to the circle. Roll me an intelligence arcana check.
Yeah, that's 21.
21?
Yeah.
Okay. You can disrupt it if you'd like.
I'll do it.
Alright, you disrupt it. The Vrock roars, screams, and rushes the enemies.
Go on to the next one. Try and stay out of the way.
Okay.
Said the weird white drippy things are 4 feet tall. There's like 10 of them in their cage.
He said 2 feet tall.
Yeah, 2 feet tall, and there are 10 of them.
So they're tiny, not small.
Small is 2 feet tall.
Is small 2 feet tall?
Yeah.
Huh.
A tiny's like a cat.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Possible guns and stuff.
Which one we did?
He did. He
Yeah.
knows if he can re-guide some stuff.
No,
Because I-
well you can, but it'll break the invisibility.
Yeah.
Because you can cast it a spell.
So
So that... No. Guidance? No.
For some reason, like, I'm trying to remember what the spell I'm thinking of is, like, it's not that worth it unless you, like, prepare it in advance.
Yeah, well, I use guidance on the stuff because I figure might not get that good a roll, so. Yeah. Didn't really.
Okay, I'm just gonna represent it with 1, but there are technically 10 of those in there.
That candy's too nice to be those things.
I don't have candy shitty enough to be that. Carac is first.
Will attack one of the wings. Do I need to move into the room to do so?
Yes.
Wait, that thing in the corner is a zombie, right?
Yes. But
Right,
it's
you-
not really shot to.
I'll attack the wing.
Which one?
Uh, that one. Because there's nothing in between.
Alright.
Now, since we bust in and all that stuff like this, and we had this plan, would they be considered surprised? Or can you not surprise them?
No, the enemies are surprised.
Okay. And you have
They haven't had
advantage
any turns.
on
no?
attacks on enemies that are surprised? Or
Do
no?
you? I don't think so. They just lose their turn.
I'm pretty sure it's just the first.
Yeah.
That's
They
the first time.
of being surprised.
18 to hit. And
18 to hit, that hits.
Secrets. Knowledge, not many mortal eyes. Or even worse, we'll be stuck running games.
31 damage. For the first hit.
Oh yeah.
31 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Second arrow.
There he is! Get out!
23 to hit.
That hits.
22 damage.
Okay. The second arrow hits him and kills him.
I will step back into the hallway, hopefully.
Okay. It is now Squig's turn.
Thoric.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
You changed your name right before it.
Yeah. What?
No, they don't get advantage.
Huh, okay.
Gotta spread the wealth. Thank you. Okay.
And how?
They just lose their turn. Sorry, losing their first turn isn't enough for you?
No. It's good. I just want to make sure. Are these two adjacent to one another?
The world is not enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
But those are the demons.
No. The two zombies.
Oh, those? Okay. Yeah, they're adjacent.
Okay. Step in. And since they're adjacent, acid splash.
Okay. Roll me damage. Or roll me attack.
It is a dex saving throw, I believe.
What's their difficulty? They fail. They take a penalty. So
Or
obviously my pencil directly into my water.
it's a water pen. 6 on each of them.
Okay.
That thing just got released.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm not
Wait, can you be there and now it's at a
Oh
wall?
shit.
Well, because we all walked in here, so I was just walking around the corner of the door.
Okay. Granted, your
Advance. Attack.
Okay.
Huh.
I got 23 to hit.
Hits.
For 29 damage.
You cut its off. Wait. You're talking with your eyes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't a critical hit, was it?
No.
And how much damage did you say?
29.
Okay, yeah, it does. Forgot about that. So that's-
It's easy to forget. continue my advancement. I'll make another attack.
You still
this
have
one
the,
was 8 to hit.
You still have the guidance if you want to burn it on that
You can't burn it on attack.
It's like, I knew that. I hit
How much did you say?
8.
That hits.
This one for 28 damage.
You chop this one's head off too.
Then I will continue my advancement and take my next attack on Trevor. For 24 to hit. For 29 damage.
Your axe strikes into the Dread Warrior.
Hey, he's asleep.
No, sorry, that was his wife. Axe carves into him, dealing damage. It is now
What? Oh, God. I'd be lying if I said I did not forget.
I said this was a joke. Runs up and attacks the Dread Warrior. And it brings back its fists and attempts to carve into it twice.
Door.
Hits into it twice, lighting it on fire. Okay. Now. There's fucking no one around for the time. The zombie moves up and attacks this demon.
Is it standing with surprise round?
Oh, yeah, you're right. The zombie is not going to turn. The zombie is not going to turn. The zombie is not going to turn. That's what goes. Do anything. Also, it gets a turn. We can't do anything. And then it gets a turn. This one. Sure, it's your turn. This is your outline. That's the demon that
That I choose that'd be that like
Yeah.
This I choose it. And you can't push that one.
Those
Giant
giant
Asian boots.
that is the Dread Warrior.
Those- That one has boots.
You could also find this is the fire elemental. You can find by moving here. Really, if you move here, which would require the boots, you can fight with that. You can hit either of these and fight.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's every 6 seconds.
Wait.
The Dread Warrior.
Both of them
Yeah,
take-
the
yeah.
big Lich Conjurer.
Yeah, I don't. 25 to hit.
Hits.
And 22 to hit. Second time.
These will fit.
20 damage and then 20
first hit, you stab this one in the throat and it dies. I assume you turn attack this other one. You then run that one through, I think, the back. Because I think that one was so you go up, stabbing through the throat and then stabbing through the back.
Jesus!
Alright, little much. Also, you get to Rob, it's his last session.
Yeah, good.
I also got it.
Yeah, he also did. So
Jeff flailed around and scattered his dice after I got my hand on it.
nothing.
what?
It's kind of funny.
It is.
Anyway, that was the sheriff's turn. Thoradin, it's your turn.
Good job.
What?
Got the wrapper in his coffee.
Oh.
He forgot it was full.
No, I didn't mean to drop it in.
Oh.
What circle are you going?
This is the Hezral, these are the 10 mains, and these are the 4 closets.
And the other two are empty.
Huh?
The one on the right.
Which way? The right? The Great Petri? Okay, you were free the Hezral. The Hezral, who held its action, seeing its ally be free to attack, brings its claw up and attempts to rip into the zombie in front of it.
This one lacking a weapon like his other one. Or did the other one not have a weapon?
It's a demon. Does it really need a
Yeah, I
weapon?
think you have weapons.
I mean, there are demons that have weapons.
Also, it's covered in spikes. I kind of suspect that it
that
can shoot them like
No,
that
that's
fucking guy.
Oh, is
from
it?
This is
the
the bird.
Oh, fuck.
What's the spikes on the guy?
Quill.
Quill?
Yeah. Do a bit more than you thought.
I hope they don't turn around and get more
It bites into the thing and rips out a chunk of it. Then it claws its head off. Then moves up and attacks this one with another claw. And successfully takes a chunk out of it. So that means... Oh, wait, no, actually, it only needed its first attack left. So with 2 attacks hit that one, which killed it. Because I forgot this one was wounded from the acid splash. So, it moves up. Or claw bite. So it's now. This one moves up and attacks. So moves up and attacks that one. Almost as if zombies versus demons is a horrible miss. Wait, this one didn't get a turn, so I don't fucking worry about it. Three closets go, but they can't do anything. The rock goes. It fucking pecks its beak through the thing's head and rips it off. And then it moves up. Fucking attacks this guy.
It's almost like demons are strong.
You know, the funny thing is I rolled for the demons, but against the zombies, they literally can't miss without rolling a 1. So I'm
Oh, that part failing.
Yeah,
Well,
the
'cause they
thing's AC is 8, and I was like, they both add +7, so they literally have to roll a 1. Anyway, it moves up, and then it basically kicks out with its talons and rips the thing's head off. It then... That's the end of the fight.
I freeloads.
You free the others. The Vrock. Do any of you speak Abyssal?
No.
Yeah.
No.
This comprehend language is still going.
Oh, it's 10 minutes. Comprehend language, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably would still be. The Vrock says in Abyssal. Because you would cast it on yourself,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Oh yeah, you know.
And I can talk to it.
I mean, you can understand what it
If
says.
it understands common.
Alright. Also uncommon cause damage.
It switches to common upon you saying common and says, "Where are you coming from, voice?
Is that important? I just freed you.
Why should we not turn on you and feast upon your bones?
There's more enemies to more people.
And they will be there after you are dead." Out of character, you're gonna need to persuade him to not turn on you.
Okay, fucking son of a bitch.
We can hear it, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
you swapped to common. Okay.
So one of you is gonna have to convince them not to turn on you guys.
Probably the person with diplomacy?
Well, they both have it.
Oh.
I do, but he has a higher charisma.
Someone say something.
Okay,
I
alright.
have persuasion.
Act in character.
We'll say
I can't.
we freed you only because we wanted a distraction, and it's of mutual interest for you to cause havoc to the people who captured you, and for us to slip through. We have no reason to fight each other.
There are always reasons to fight.
There are still more of them around. They could try capturing you again.
Yes.
Hazard says to the other, "Yes, kill later.
Yes.
Kill these first."
No, kill the mages first.
That's what he's referring to.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They put us in shackles.
Yes.
They like devils. Always shackling. The Vrock turns to it and like snaps its beak before turning back. Give me a roll.
I wonder if the Vrock is a higher rank than.
Johnson?
I would very much like
Yeah.
guidance.
Do it.
Roll a d4 for
Yeah.
me.
Do it.
I mean, since you did free him, I'll say you can roll with advantage if you want.
Okay. 19.
They look you up and down, and they turn and leave.
There you go.
Thank you for those ones. I'm glad we're not sleep.
I mean, I'm
Oh god. Why are you doing this?
Probably because we killed the dread thing.
No. It's because it's one for each of those fuckers that was in the circle.
Divvy it up. I don't know.
Even name.
I, however, will take one of these for myself. Green apple.
Of course.
And I'll put the rest back in the bag. Because they were the elementals. And the other demons.
Why'd you add all the kisses?
Because there were 10 of them in there, I just didn't want to put them on the board. There were 10 mains, so I counted out the other 9. If you don't want any of them, I'll put them. M-A-N-E-S.
Changing your chips, I see.
Well, if you don't want any of those, I'll put them back. No one wants the Starburst? You want
I'll
the
take
Starburst?
them.
I'll put these back. Here. Alright, so they have been cleared. There's only one hallway available to you, which does admittedly have 3 doors, but you know the door you're looking for.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you head directly there to Tarul Var's.
Well, we're still in.
Anything you want to do while you're still in the hallway?
Guidance.
Give guidance to. Wait, we're going after a Lich. Those things are undead. God damn it. guidance to
Wait.
Ashra.
That's Robert wants to drop concentration on keeping invisible.
I still have your
Oh,
guidance.
right. Sorry.
No, you can keep it.
I mean, if you want to
For some
switch
reason,
it,
I forgot you used
if
it.
you want to switch it, then by all means.
No. For some reason, I thought you had already used it on something.
No. I could have.
Yeah, I'll keep invisible.
Checking for traps. I mean,
Okay.
that's about it.
I was just asking in case anyone wanted to.
I'm gonna keep concentrating on invisibility for Thoradin.
Perhaps heal.
Perhaps heal if any of you are down hit points and want it.
Fine. I'm there. I'm not using this.
Yeah, I'll use anything of cure wounds on myself. Still got slots. Yeah, if there's anybody that wants a top off,
Well, my max is 102. I'm down to like 38.
It's up to you.
Yeah, what do you want?
What you want, what you want, what
Yeah, he's offering the shit.
Yeah, sure.
Bad boys.
I'm down 21. That's not a lot.
If you're offering me, I'll take some.
okay. 8. Okay. That means, yeah. Oh. I don't know a lot about undead. How resistant are they to poison?
I'm pretty sure they're out of character, but I don't.
Oh no, I'm asking in character.
Check.
you want.
I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, liches in general.
Religion 19.
They are immune to poison.
They are immune.
Being skeletons.
Thinking.
Hold up one of the vials of the giant scorpion venom. What about bones or juice? It's like, damn it!
Does anyone have any bone hurting juice?
Oh, that'd be perfect! Damn it! Why did we think of that?
Thinking about using my cool ass strength potion, but I'm not sure. Mainly because I'm getting the sneaking suspicion out of character that we're not actually going to fight the big bad guy, not straight up. But in character, I don't suspect that.
Seems like it's
I see.
so very dangerous.
Is the potion gone? By the way?
Huh?
Is the potion gone?
No.
Not good.
It's been like
5.
maybe 15 minutes.
Oh.
Good.
Alright. Onward?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the interest of using things up, I think I will drink my strength potion.
Alright.
And hopefully this guy doesn't turn out to not
You
be worth
drink
it.
the potion. Your body surges with strength. Your muscles bulge. Your strength is now 29. For the next hour.
Greater.
He spent the money.
Which means I'm at +9.
Instead of +5, so you have 4 more to your attacks and damage. Okay. So, you guys are basically just opening up the door and heading in. So
Yeah.
the door is open. Inside, you see a room. It looks like a person's quarters. There are some chairs. There are 2 dividers. So you come in through. Sorry. There are 2 what look like wooden slat dividers. To kind of shove off part of the room or hide off part of the room. This is where you guys come in.
Okay.
I assume the order looks a little something. It's not a particularly large room. Guess you're curious.
Yeah, that looks alright.
I suppose.
So up against the wooden slats. I guess it could be more like this. As you enter, you see multiple dread warriors.
The last one went down pretty easy.
Yeah, but there's also a lich. So anything that ties up our actions from murdering the lich is bad.
It's true. Does anyone else have smoke?
Anyone else have what?
Smite. Clearly, we should have gone into this full paladin party.
Everybody multi-class into paladin.
Now, as you enter, you hear a voice low and raspy. You have made a horrible mistake. Coming here. Are you really in such a rush to die that you wanted to see my face before it happened?
I say nothing because I'm invisible.
We're destined.
Oh, smart.
We're destined to slay your master. We fear not you nor what you lay against us.
We're definitely not killing
Yes.
Plasmid.
You don't say anything, character.
I am.
This dread warrior opens his mouth and you hear Var's voice from it, and he says, you can tell it's Var speaking through him, but his voice isn't as raspy. You think this is more what Var sounded like when he was alive, but it has, I don't know, there's just an element to it that makes you know that he is speaking
And Var's
through
head
the
launcher.
voice. He's the Lich in this room.
Oh, okay. I thought that was
Zaz
Tarul Var.
Tam is the Tarul Var.
Sorry. I know.
The voice says, well, if you really want to test yourself, then by all means, stand up before you are set down forever. This voice begins cackling, and then you hear two more voices from the back go, one shall fall, and one shall remain. I want initiative.
Ooh.
Alright, it's not nice.
He's the motherfuckers to hide.
It was a 61st.
25 to 20.
23.
23.
22.
22. Okay.
Yeah.
19 to 15.
18.
18.
15.
15.
18.
18. Okay. So. Carac goes first. You do not see Tarul.
Divine sense.
Just Carac goes first.
Can I divine sense?
On your turn. Okay.
Hey, don't we have a gem of seeing?
Yes.
I do.
It is a tomb.
I will attack the purple Jolly Rancher, I guess. I'll attack the purple Jolly
You go
Rancher.
first.
Okay.
Sometimes. My power.
18 to hit.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sorry, who were you attacking?
Purple.
Okay. 18 hits.
30 damage.
30 damage.
Yeah.
You know
And
what?
remind me real quick. Oh, wait, never mind.
I did not cast Hunter's Mark because of that.
No, I was thinking of something else.
Okay.
I was going to say, are your arrows magical? But I forgot the condition doesn't work that way anymore. Okay.
You just need your bow to be magical, right?
Yep.
You know,
Can you
you
still get
think
your arrows
about-
enchanted with something?
Yeah, you still
I actually have 10 plus 3 arrows, but I will wait until I see that fucking Lich play me on with him.
Okay.
Not a bad idea.
So 30 damage?
Yeah, 30 damage.
You know, Batman was on like yesterday, and I forgot Prince did like all the music.
25
For
to
what?
hit.
25 hits?
Yeah.
28 damage.
28 damage? Okay.
You trying to go first?
Yeah.
2 arrows into it, it is destroyed. So you
I will scoot along the wall next to with actually yeah, I'll move next to the squig.
Okay.
Yeah, since he attacked with purple matches and I for that.
Oh, purple, right?
It's Princess something, man.
Okay. You hear from somewhere in the room, or actually no, you hear 3 voices talk at once as you hear Incertus, Holcar, Imperio. As from this particular dread warrior, it holds his hand out and a bolt of flame is fired forward at, I'm gonna say, Squig.
Okay.
This attack is gonna hit.
19 AC. Yeah, my turn's coming up. I'll take it.
Okay. You take 14 fire damage, and you are out of the range of his aura, so that is not halved. And it is now. It goes to Brenna's turn.
Neat. I will aggress, and I will attack with my axe at least once. Probably
Okay.
twice. I got 27 to hit.
27 bad hits. So you can tell, since you're an abjurer, that it appears as if all of these creatures have stone skin on them, but you guys are so decked out in magic weapons, it doesn't really matter, but just note for posterity, they all have stone skin on them.
Okay.
They do.
Yes.
26
It would be
damage.
cool if you guys didn't have a bunch of magic weapons. 26 damage? Okay. You slash into him, cutting through his stony flesh. He's not defeated.
It's very stunning flesh.
Yes.
Don't worry about
Well, I swear, if you guys didn't have magical weapons, what do you think they'd be ready to use?
Second attack got 14 to hit.
Unfortunately, that is a miss, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a miss. And is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, 1 sec. After your turn, you hear Incertus, Polgar, Imperio. As through the wooden screen, a bolt of flame is going for Kark. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a 24 hits.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay.
Safe to say.
Safe to say. 23 fire damage.
That's a pretty good fireball.
Then,
Oh, fuck. You're still.
okay. God damn it, I always forget this one because I never use this name. You hear a whisper in the air. Fascio, Voco, Bene. Green gas starts forming a cloud around you.
Fucking serious.
Yes,
Dispel
I
that.
am.
Cloud kill.
Dispel that.
You're gonna what?
No, I mean,
Okay.
You telling him to dispel?
Yeah.
So,
I would have counterspell, but I didn't think he would.
you
do
can't
that.
see it? No, well, you also can't see them, so you can't counter spell.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I need to play a sample real quick. Green.
See, I just remember
Always
Cloud kill
miss
is
this.
bad. I don't remember how bad.
Well, it's bad.
Eh.
How bad?
It's pretty bad.
We almost fucking died to it.
Well, to it and other things.
There are
There's
other
still a
things.
factor, David.
What does it do?
It damage.
I just pretty sure it does damage.
Everyone make me a Constitution saving throw.
It's not just on your turn. At 4 if you're near me.
Which would be everyone, but actually just be you, the elemental, and Thoradin. Without it, everyone else is too far away. That's cool, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what'd y'all get?
31.
Fucking hell.
Christ.
21.
14.
21.
22.
Okay, where's that?
What did you get?
It's 21.
Darn. Really horrible.
Okay,
Yeah.
Carac, you take 22. Grenna and Squig take 11. Thoradin and Asura take 5.
Yeah, that's good.
Unless any of you are immune to poison.
No.
Okay.
Goblins don't have a passive resistance to poison.
Are heal doors resistant to poison, or is that not doors?
They have resistance, but he already has resistance from the damage anyway because of his effects. So that's why. Okay. And it's now Squig's turn.
For your defense.
Okay. So you hold your action and yeah. Okay. So this turn, I'll use Jealousy. Next turn, I'll use Wing. I will take out the gem because I actually have not gotten a chance to craft glasses or anything for it.
Okay.
As an action, speak a command word, which I don't know what it was on the gem originally, but and spending 1 charge. Next 10 minutes, I have True Sight up to 120
I know how it works. So you're activating it and looking around?
Yep.
Okay. You
And-
activate the Gem of Seeing. As you look around, you look around, you don't see anything on the floor, but as you're looking all around, you look up, and you see floating up near the ceiling is
What you assume to be.
what you assume to be Tarul Var.
I hope there's a picture of him. No. If it's one of those enemies, I'd be surprised if there wasn't a picture for it. Like, I'm sad that there's not
Always
a
give me
T-Rex picture in the documentary.
Tell them.
Holy shit!
He
Okay.
reminds me of the Mars Attacks alien.
Mixed with Skeletor.
Just a bit.
His head's not as big, but it's
Nah,
definitely.
Okay, so yeah, you see him floating up, basically where the ceiling is.
But does the gas also make it hard to see?
No.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
I'm going to move to underneath wherever he is, like directly underneath.
Okay.
You're gonna follow him.
You don't have enough movement to get there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Because there are people in the way, so
Then I guess
that would be 15, 20, 25, 30.
dash is a bonus action.
You're not a
I
You
cannot
can disengage or hide.
disengage or hide, right? There, and then just start pointing about where it's right there,
He's in this square at the top.
up there on the ceiling.
I think his mate sold me.
Okay, so that was your turn?
Yeah.
This one turns to you. Santis, Polkar, Imperio. What's your armor class?
Shield.
Okay, what does that bring your armor class to?
That brings it up to, that's 524.
Still hits.
Fuck! Okay.
You take 6 fire damage. It is now Thoradin's turn.
I think Wall Force would be good.
It's up to you. Make a decision. Bet everything on it.
If I try to attack the witch or whatever, it's not disadvantage. Or
You can't see him, so yeah.
Yeah. You can see him, so.
You just wouldn't have the possibility of missing him by attacking the wrong square. Conversely, you can shoot a fireball, make it explode against the ceiling, and there's no way you can fucking dodge it. So, you have to scroll over too.
Alright, I use the skull.
Skull what?
Fireball.
You're casting a fireball on him? Okay. He counterspelled.
Hey, no, you can't see me unless you have some way
When
of seeing
you
me.
cast,
You can see him.
become visible.
Fuck it. Oh, bitch. Oh. Wait a minute. Does that mean he's not invisible? I mean, he's not.
No, he's still invisible.
Greater invisibility.
Greater.
Alright, fine.
Nice. And he undoes your spell.
Sorry.
So that was your turn?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bitch.
Yeah, this one casts its Squig again.
Again? Didn't it just go?
It's a legendary action.
Motherfucker. Okay.
Your AC is 24.
Yes?
However, this one does miss.
Okay.
It's now Shur's turn.
Okay. Spell takes my action.
Oh, so you. Yes, dispel takes his action. However, to dispel, you will have to choose an effect as he's under the effect of 2.
Or are you going to be
I was-
dispelling the smoke?
I was gonna be doing the smoke because it's pretty decent damage a turn unless people.
Or you can dispel the cocktail. That's also your choice.
Unless people are okay with that being up.
No.
I am at 29.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna dispel the cocktail then?
Dare I say the cloud?
That's my action.
So the thing is, you're gonna have to make a check because it's a 5th level spell. It's not dispelled automatically. So roll and add your charisma modifier.
Which, hey, that's a good stat.
Oh wait. This is said charisma saving throw.
No,
Charisma.
it's a charisma check. You attempt to dispel the cloud kill, but his spell is just a little too strong and you're not able to do so.
Whatever. Can I still move?
Yes, you can still move.
Come down
You
here.
still be able to
so
cloud
I
kill
can
that way.
stab you.
I wanted to get in front of Squig and the other two.
To give cover.
That's right.
I mean, I can move here if it doesn't matter.
Oh no, it totally matters. I was saying if you were trying to get out of cloud kill, you basically have to be over here.
So the cloud kill doesn't completely fill the room.
No, unfortunately, the radius isn't quite big enough to fill the whole room. The corners of the room.
Wait, so
These
was I
corners
safe?
of the room.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Alright. I was like, yeah.
No.
Anyway, so that was your turn. Okay. This one casts Firebolt at you. And hits. However, you are resistant.
So much for that spell slot.
That's what happens sometimes.
You take 10 damage from the Firebolt. And that's after the half. Is now
Wait,
This
is
struggle
crowd
is
kill
struggle.
is crowd kill concentration?
Yeah.
Greater invisibility is not concentration. Motherfucker. I was like, how the fuck is he concentrating on two spells at the same
It
time?
might be.
Is it?
I
Then how the fuck is he concentrating on two
I
spells?
guess- I didn't know it was
you a goddamn thing.
I didn't know it was
I
concentration.
figured, I figured either he has an exception or like an item or potion or something.
Hmm.
You're going to be fighting the protagonist. Do you need any potions or food?
Some.
Anyway, this one moves up and attacks you, Asura, even though there is fucking 0% chance of it hitting you physically, but yeah, it misses. It hits your shield. This one then moves up and attacks you. Has advantage. They don't move like that.
Oh.
However, you catch the attack with wave and deflect it away. And this one attacks Grenna. And misses. As your axe half catches and turns it away. It now comes back around to the top of the turn, so it's Car's turn. That's not true. Fire Elemental goes.
Yeah.
Woogie smash.
And hits. Does damage. Hits again. Does low damage, but that's still enough to kill. Now it's Car's turn.
So is he in the corner?
Yeah.
Oh.
Up in the
fucking
ceiling.
my spot. I'm talking about the fire elemental.
Oh, no, sorry, he's not.
Oh,
So you can move there if you want.
yeah, I'm moving there.
Okay.
You
run out of the cloud kill.
I will attempt to shoot him since he hasn't moved. I know I have disadvantage.
You need to be able to see him in the hunter's mark, don't you?
I have no idea. Actually, I have to read the fucking spell description, but that wouldn't give me advantage anyways. It's some chance of missing.
I thought it was because you know
So,
where they
when
are.
you're attacking for purposes of tracking, and you don't have sight of them.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't cast it on him because I can't see him. Actually, I'll try and take out his fucking fuckhead so they can't keep firebolting this. And he has to use legendary action first and last. I will cast Hunter's Mark on them, though. Actually, I don't use all of it. 20 to hit.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits.
27 damage for the first arrow.
Okay. What's our effective?
That misses. They're within 5 feet of each other, though, right?
Yeah.
So. 14 and misses, I assume.
Yes, it does. It's now Grenna's turn.
Neat. I will use the ring of spell storing I have to cast Fly upon myself.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry. At the start of your turn, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving. I was saying with fucking that would have also been true of Squig and Asura. So that's my bad.
Oh, because the damage triggers when it's cast.
And on the start of your turn.
13.
15.
15.
Oh, actually, am I close enough to him?
No, you weren't.
Then 15.
27.
27.
19?
19.
Is this compensable?
No.
Oh, I lost concentration.
14.
Did you?
Please. Grenna and Carac each took 34 damage on their turn. Squig took 17. You took, and Asura took 17. Is 8. Thank you. You took 8 poison damage. Now continue. That was my bad. You cast Fly on the ring.
And is 60 feet enough to get to where I have been pointed to?
Yes.
Then I will do that. And that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. You fly up next to him.
Does he seem to be floating or is he holding on to the wall?
He seems to be floating. It is now frickin' okay. You cannot see anything, but you feel an icy cold touch upon your body. Since you have true sight at the moment, you can see he reaches out with his hand and places it on Grenna's shoulder. What is your armor class?
20.
Okay, that does hit. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. Additionally, you take. You take 10 cold damage, and depending on your Constitution saving throw, something else will happen.
24.
Nothing else happens.
And I took how much cold damage did you say?
10. He then utters Fossil. And Misty steps away. Misty steps away. Or actually, he wants to get 5, 15, 20, 25.
Get back here.
He's still in the air. He's technically not closer.
Wait.
Right, but now in order to get under him, you have to get the smoke. Anyway, additionally, at the start of his turn, the smoke billows to cover this part of the room, moving 10 feet this way, so now you're all back in.
Does anyone else have a dispel?
I do have a dispel, but I have something else that might be.
I think you guys have a scroll to dispel, at least one. I think you found one in this dungeon. I might be wrong.
How do you use that?
You might have used it. That's also true. Anyway, that was his turn, however, so it is Squig's turn. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No. I remember because it's really important because I'm at 22.
Wait. Thoradin, what did you do on your turn?
Fireball.
Right.
School.
That was his
But
first
did
turn, but he didn't get a second turn.
You didn't get a second turn?
No.
Sorry, I skipped your turn. Give me 1
Okay,
second.
I will save the roll.
What were you doing on your second turn? This would have been before he... Wait.
Yeah, before he tells.
No, he hasn't gotten a second turn yet because it hasn't gotten to his second turn. So don't worry about it. Sorry, everything was right. What are you doing?
19 on the save because of Asura. Thank you very much. Because of Cloud Kill.
Oh, okay.
We do have a scroll of Dispel Magic from White Plain Mountain.
Alright,
You take 12 poison damage.
I see.
Oh, wait, but that's halved again. 6. You take 6 poison damage.
Oh, that's right.
And you do apparently have a scroll of Dispel Magic from White Plain Mountain. I knew you got one somewhere.
Should use it.
Okay, we have that, or I can use the Wind Fan, which casts a gust of wind, which automatically disperses gases, vapors, and fire.
Right, but when it means disperses, it means it blows it away. There's nowhere for the gas to go, so
Out
that
the door
would
we
work here. The door is shut.
Shit.
Okay. Alright.
Just because you're
Then, do you want to use the scroll, or do you want me to use, No, I might as well just use the slot. Because I have Dispel Magic.
The cast.
That or Wind Wall, which would prevent
Just
Dispel.
But he just said that wind wall, that wind or gusts wasn't gonna work because
Wind Wall and Gust of Wind are two different spells. Dispel Magic, then.
I
will
need a ability check. Intelligence ability check.
18?
The Cloud Kill is dispelled. Oh, wait. Menace.
I hate you!
He counters your Dispel Magic.
Well,
could you have counterspelled that?
No, I
can't
can't
see
see him. He's just a fucking bitch.
yeah. If I had Counterspell, it's like,
He's just going to get a
Maybe
fifth
the
level
gem
fireball.
of
Maybe I
seeing she in the fucking cleric's hand, or the wizard's hand.
it was brought up. Apparently, I was the only one willing to do attunement slots for it.
Well, no, I was thinking of grabbing it. I wasn't necessarily thinking.
Yeah, you did want it first.
Okay. Yeah, that's turn. I don't have anything I can do my bonus.
He's directly above me.
Fucking actually, I'm gonna move right there.
You move back. It is now.
And roll to hide. I mean,
Sure.
I mean, he's just.
Um,
I can see him, but he can't see me, right? Holy shit, he might not be able to. 20.
20.
20 on stealth, yeah.
Hmm.
20 on where he was.
He encounters Countess, Polka, Imperial, and he fires a bolt of flame. He can't see Squig, so he's gonna choose Carac. Or actually, turn is flying. No, he's gonna choose Carac.
Is Garnet above
That
the cloud
is-
kill?
Yes,
Most likely,
The
I've
Lich
done
himself is
with it.
doing this
What?
action?
Most
Or
likely,
through-
Yes.
yeah,
he's doing it to himself instead of to his guys. Because his guys, you're up on him, so you have disadvantage doing it to them. So the attack hits.
Clouds don't rise, you say.
For 34 fire damage.
Okay, I'm down.
You're struck.
Also, why did he crit? Why does he get to roll 6 fucking
did
dice
crit.
for a cantrip? Okay.
And it's now Thoradin's turn.
Fifth level fireball. Fuck you. You tell me, right? You told me where.
No, I pointed where he was before I dove and hid.
Okay.
Fifth level fireball. Fuck him.
You do realize you're right next to him?
If he does it up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So, fifth level fireball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe this will
He's out of reaction. He can't counterspell.
Okay. So how many guys is that?
10d6, and he gets a dexterity saving against your spell save difficulty, which is what?
17.
17. Okay. 10 damage.
But hey, maybe we'll draw concentration on that.
10d6.
Or he'll feel that he took his auto concentration making pills.
There's a feat that makes read on concentration checks, if I remember correctly.
No, there is not.
No?
Everyone would take that if there was.
So when it makes it easier.
Yes. Battlecaster gives you advantage on the concentration check.
40 damage.
40 damage. Okay. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to catch him as square on as it could. It is now.
Does he have to make concentration?
Huh?
Did he make it? His
Yeah,
concentration?
for the poison.
His thing doesn't go down.
Fucking bitch. Oh yeah, sure.
Is that legendary?
It's actually 41, not that that makes a difference
You should
on
get
this one dice.
Alright.
He doesn't have to concentrate.
Or we've come across this type of effect before.
The only other thing that can do this, as far as I know, is an measure, which is a fucking CR like 20 billion.
Or it could be an effect of the room.
It doesn't have to maintain concentration on things.
That can maintain concentration on 2 of them.
He's talking about something not dropping concentration for
No.
whatever reason.
That's like, this might not exactly be a spell.
What if this motherfucker is like an illusion?
It might just be a room
What if he's
that
an illusion?
poison is being pumped into.
Then,
Maybe.
cast Incertus. Pull God Imperial and shoots a firebolt at Thoradin. Which misses, even with advantage. Block it with your shield. And it is now Ashura's turn.
How high?
Oh, sorry, I also need you to make a con save.
Yeah,
However, you
advantage.
do have advantage on this because it is a poison effect, so you have advantage on the save and you take half damage.
In the dwarf.
Yeah, you can.
Roll another.
How high is this flying? There is he?
Oh,
He just
30
takes half damage, not a quarter.
30 feet.
Okay.
I need to be able to reach.
So.
Stop rolling onto your.
What does divine sense give us?
8 damage. Was Divine Sense?
Yeah.
Divine Sense is an action. However, you do know where he is. You'll have disadvantage for hitting him because you can't see him. Like Squig's using the thing of true sight and pointing out where he is.
I'm so glad the gem is not like concentration or anything.
It does have a duration though.
Yeah,
10
10 minutes.
minutes. So you, honestly, if the fight goes on for 10 minutes, something has gone horribly wrong.
Somehow we're staying alive that long in Cloud Hill. Like,
Can I use the potion of flying on my bonus?
No, as a bonus, that'd be action.
So I can tell Blackbird to stop being a bitch and cast haste on you. David.
That doesn't seem to listen to me.
what's the Lich is undead.
Well, you know, because you
Oh, I'm
weren't
also not
wielding-
wielding it.
Right, but actually, I'm not. I don't think that stops it from doing that. Actually, I didn't think about that until he brought it up.
I don't get
Because it doesn't.
advantage from not wielding it or anything.
No, but it can still cast the spell on you. I think. I don't
Yeah.
think it has to be wielded to cast the spell.
Maybe.
Huh.
Yeah.
Alright, I used one of lightning bolts.
Okay. You can actually both of them. Be the angle you are. You just put it. You're gonna put it under this guy's chin and shoot it up.
Just stay.
It's just like
right
hey, real quick.
there.
I need 5 more of these.
D6s?
D6s. What?
I gave you 2 more.
3 more.
3 more?
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
he saved. He did not.
That's a lot of 6s.
That is. Yeah, there's a lot of 6s.
43.
43. Okay. So, this Jolly Rancher gets its freaking head evaporated as you stick the wand of lightning bolt under his chin and just explode it just all up into the air. Oh, sorry, I also need you to make me a con save. Start your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Cloud Kill's only good if I remember to fucking use it ever. Or if I remember the damage.
23.
23? Okay. Then you take... You take 7 damage. Because you're so fucking resistant to magic. It's stupid. Anyway. However, not only does he seem to dodge the effect, it appears as if lightning doesn't seem that effective against him in and of itself. So you said 42?
Dead.
Or
a lich.
43.
43? Okay,
Maybe.
so 43. So that would be 21. Yep.
Maybe just.
Although, you kind of do the same thing to every other caster. Just pointing it out. He literally just did what you do to everyone.
Yeah, but it's different.
But it's different. Oh, okay. As long as you're honest about it, I guess it's not asshole. Excuse me. Okay, that was after Shira.
But he used the lightning.
Fires another firebolt, this time at you again. What's your armor class? This is gonna hit.
Do you have any other level 1 spell slots that you want to save for?
You might want to give him a heal, considering he's unconscious and in a poison gas.
In Cloud Kill.
Oh, yeah.
Just throwing out, someone might want to heal him.
I'm out of heals, but I can automatically
I'll do it
stabilize you.
I'll get some fucking shield HP back.
Alright, so you shield, it does block the attack, and you gain 2 points of your ward back. As you do so, he says, Endure. Basic.
Wow.
You keep me alive from you.
Dicks.
Yeah.
Shit,
Says,
man.
Death isn't so bad. You'll find out soon enough.
You look at him. He looks great. You look at him. He looks great.
I mean, I'm doing
I think
pretty
he
well
looks
with
badass, but I don't know.
No, he looks good for his age, which is just fucking whatever.
it. As far as I can tell, everyone's fine.
So this one attacks.
Hopefully.
The only way it knows how. It does not have. It isn't gonna hit. You parry with wave again. The elemental goes, squeezes by you. It actually literally, what it does is it walks through here, literally walks through the wooden slat as it burns, just Sephiroth, you just Sephiroth through it, and then punches the dude twice.
Most of it, I think.
Which kills him. He was at not that many hit points. Even rolling minimum damage, he would die. Oh wait, no, he was at full health, so never mind.
Unless they're taking damage from Cloud Kill.
Resurrection.
They're dead.
That's yeah.
It's almost as if the counter wasn't designed that way.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. It goes back around to the top of the turn, which means Carac, I need you to roll me a death saving throw, and then take an automatic death saving throw failure as you take damage.
I die.
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 1.
No! Fuck!
Really?
I can't even stabilize.
Nope.
Nope.
I rolled
No,
a 1.
wait.
Another critical
You rolled a 1. A critical failure is 2 failed death saves. And
Yeah.
because Cloud Kill activates dealing damage, he takes a 3rd death save, so you are dead.
Yep.
Spare the dying doesn't bring back.
Nope.
No.
However, if one of you have Revivify,
Critical failure
on a death saving throw,
damage?
no, a critical fail. Because it was the start of his turn, he rolls a death saving throw. Because he rolled a 1, that's 2 failures automatically. And then because Cloud Kill triggered, he took a 3rd damage, which means he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I can prepare Revivify.
You know, behind it works in a short amount of time.
10 minutes.
1 minute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's better than I was thinking, because I had in my head 30 seconds.
So. Wow. Alright, Gren, it's your turn.
A minute, that's pretty generous though.
You're up in the air, so you don't need to roll a save against cognitive.
I'm going to advance.
I didn't even talk shit this time. I literally didn't do anything.
It's It's because I was hiding. He went after you. Sorry.
And I will strike out at where these spells seem to be coming from. So it's disadvantage.
Yes. I should know at the start of your turn, though, you hear a whisper. No. And you are hasted.
Okay.
Because it should be able to do that.
First attack is... First attack was 14 to hit.
Okay. 14 to hit, you said?
Yeah.
You do not hit.
Okay.
Your blade scrapes against some sort of hard substance.
Second attack is 17 to hit.
17 to hit?
Yeah.
He countered you this turn, right? Yeah, he did. So
Yeah,
does
his
not
turn
counter
hasn't
you.
come up yet.
You do hit him.
Counters.
For 20 damage.
Fucking really nice.
Okay.
And haste means I get 2 more, right?
One more.
One more.
One more.
Let's see. That's a good picture. This attack, unfortunately, was a critical fail.
Okay. Second turn.
Yeah.
It is now.
I didn't do that much damage. I didn't do that much damage, but perhaps concentration on something or other?
Vita Mortis Careo. And as he finishes incanting this, I need everyone except for Brenna to roll me a, I believe, Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What an asshole. Come on. Wait, right here.
Since David
It's
is
'cause I
up in
missed two
space,
attacks.
does he technically do this with disadvantage or everything?
He's not making an attack, but they're making a save.
Okay.
Why would that?
I don't know.
He can dream, man.
Being invisible, I doubt it wouldn't really be that much of a deal anyway. I am
You
more
were swinging a
remarking.
sword at him, even if you can't see him. That's gotta be kind of.
I'm more remarking about the mad disrespect that's like right there. It's like, nope.
Right.
The rest of your party's more important to me. The real threat.
Maybe he feels.
Carac's corpse.
Oh, never mind. Everyone roll me a. Sorry, you need to roll two.
Okay.
Okay, so
real threat.
what'd you get?
Carac's corpse.
16. 25.
It's like he's focusing on my corpse.
14,
He's
14.
focusing on you guys.
19.
19.
Not me.
Okay.
At least 4. He's now targeting the bad incidents. Luckily because I missed those attacks on him.
Okay. You take 17. You take 8. You take 8. And you take 8.
Okay.
Oh, because I saved and reduced.
Oh no, sorry. You take 4.
Oh, okay.
Or good use of those 6 levels.
So this is just like a flash of light.
A black aura rippled around you, drawing at your strength, but it didn't seem particularly effective.
Or a.
Ah. Something.
Yeah, okay. So, how's this turn? Use its now Squig.
Got a life bot.
Yes, actually. 16?
16?
Yeah. For cloud hail.
Okay. You take 10 damage.
Well, oh, you next to Asher?
Yeah.
Okay, I am at 2.
It's your turn.
Crazy.
Healing. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, since I can see him, will that do more damage? Yeah, that would probably do more damage. I will
You don't have any potions or anything.
do. I have no use items.
With
Get
their
it off
potions, what do you mean?
Get it off card. Fucking he's
You
dead.
have the bag of holding. Just take out whatever potions we've been shoving in there.
Would a potion really get you back up now that you're dead? Or are you
Oh,
talking
no.
about him healing?
Him healing himself.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything we can do.
Do we have any that are like?
We have.
Does he have her?
He didn't prepare.
No,
Neither of
he
them
doesn't.
prepared for
No.
the fight.
No.
Don't worry about that. Worry about staying alive. We have greater healing potion. We have the superior healing potion. We have a couple of some of these potions actually. Superior potion is probably your best bet.
Yeah, I think we're
It's,
gonna pop a superior.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, pull out superior.
It's
What is
8d4 plus 4.
2? You said plus 4?
Yeah, plus 4.
Wasn't that great one or two?
It's 24.
Okay.
Was that with the plus 4?
Knocking it over your hand, that was a 2. On the gray one.
Was it?
Yeah. Not 1.
Okay. 25.
Alright, you go for 25. Is that your turn?
Yeah, because I don't have any bonus action spells that I can do anything with. It takes my turn. Yeah. I was going to.
Yeah.
We could have done it before you went
Hindsight's 2020, man. Everybody's good with hindsight.
in. Okay, so. Not having gone. You see the Lich reach out and attempt to grab Grim again. Roll me another Constitution save. 9 cold damage from the touch.
I got 25 on the save.
You're fine. It is now Thornton's turn.
Oh, so you don't take damage.
No, he does.
No,
The
that's.
con save is for the extra effect.
Oh. Usually we do the over 100 shield that you got. Thing.
I'm down 58. That's only 2. So it's. I should be just attack. But honestly, I just want to attack this bitch.
So it's beyond that cloud.
So,
So kill me if I don't
I
fucking save.
I can heal Granis that's fire hitting her with fireball.
So you're throwing another fireball?
Yeah, 5th level.
Is there no area you can?
You cast count as well. So, but it's a check this time.
Is there no area you could blast it where it would just hit him?
No. So he has. You count as your spell.
Fucking bitch.
He is going to hit you with a firebolt. And you had a turn, so your shield's off. So, yes or no? Don't roll it. Get your shield.
Sure, I'll have your shield.
Okay. Yeah, it blocks it. It is now
2 of them.
Ashara's turn.
Okay.
Wait. Fucking reach him.
You can. You can't reach him and still have your action, but if you use the potion of flying, you can get about the clock and get up to him.
Yeah.
Javelins.
You can throw a javelin.
I'm gonna use the potion of flying so I can actually attack from here on out. Use divine sense.
Be the dread's turn.
Can I, is lay on hands as bonus?
You have no healing as bonus.
No healing on bonus, right?
Okay, it's now the elemental's turn, but he fucking can't do anything.
He doesn't even have a
go-
firebolt.
No.
Damn.
No, he doesn't.
It goes to Gunner's turn.
You guys flying?
You will no longer have disadvantage because flanking, so you can make his attacks as normal.
I will. I attack once, but it's a critical failure. There's another attack that I make, which is 24 to hit.
Hits.
There'll be a third attack that will be adamant. That attack did 24 damage.
Okay.
And the third attack was a 20 to hit
That hits.
for 29 damage.
Okay. You feel 2 extreme slashes into him, but detect nothing else.
I was worried, but I feel like using my potion was a good call. It's like you never know.
Okay. So, the first thing he does is he casts a spell, teleports down to the door. He then opens the door. And then he teleports again down the hall.
He's running!
Did he really need to open the door to tell that out?
Yes,
Oh.
because of how the dungeon works.
Okay.
And he's invisible, so we can't make any.
You can still see him. He's out in the hallway.
But he's
30 feet down.
attacks of opportunity.
But he did the teleports to avoid attacks of opportunity. It is now Squig's turn.
He's running! 26.
26. That is a success.
I mean, unless him leaving turned off that kill.
Doesn't. I mean, it'll now start dispersing out of the room now that the door's open, but 10, 11.
You know, we probably should have had somebody by the
6
door
damage.
keeping it open.
6 damage.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, I am not next to Asura anymore, if that matters. Okay.
I rolled extremely bad.
Extreme.
You're adding your 4 higher damage, that's right?
Yeah.
Just make sure.
Is that 20?
Yeah.
25. Okay, is he within... How far down the hall is he?
25 feet from where you are right now. No, 30 feet down from where you are right now.
Does he have anything, like, is he wearing armor, or...
No.
Does he have anything metal on him?
No.
That he doesn't have to draw? His skull isn't metal.
No, it's not.
God damn it. Fuck, heat metal is useless! Fuck. I already used circular blasting earlier in the dungeon.
Shatter.
I think Scorching Ray will do
Shatter him.
more damage. He's not a construct.
Death.
Unfortunately, he won't do more damage.
Okay, so you're casting Scorching
Wait.
Ray?
Is he technically made out of organic material? No, he's a skeleton. Yeah.
So
Scorching
you
Ray.
roll your Scorching Rays.
Sure, all +6 with one War Mage, so the downfall. 18.
Wait, what's your int modifier?
Spell attack bonus is +6.
But what's your int modifier?
4.
4?
Yes.
It should be higher than that. It
It
should be
should
plus
be
8.
+8.
Oh.
3 from proficiency, 4 from intelligence,
Well, 4
1
4 from
Proficiency.
proficiency, 4 from intelligence.
Then it should be plus 9, because 1 of the War Mage.
Yeah,
4 from
right.
4 from proficiency, 1 from...
Right. Okay, well, that hit, so then 19 for the second.
So wait, so what did the first one do? What would you
The
roll?
first one you already told me.
No, I didn't. What did you roll for it?
That was 13.
Plus 9, 22?
Yeah.
Okay, he brings up a shield, but the first one still hits.
Okay, and you said it's +9, correct?
Yeah.
19 for the second.
That's a miss. It hits a shield.
Crit fail for the last.
Okay, roll damage for yours.
Yeah. Oh wait, actually though, this is a much better idea because my other idea was magic missile. Shield
Yeah,
blocks. Yeah. Sorry.
Roll damage.
6.
Okay.
And I'll take
How do you want to do this?
fucking right at his goddamn skull is what I'm fucking doing.
You blast 3 orbs of fire. 2 were deflected by the shield, but the last one, technically was the first one, but whatever. For purposes of the cinematic, the last one burns through the shield, burning his skull to ash, and he just falls into pieces, defeated.
Stay dead!
wonder
You'd
he's
have to
not
get to
right.
his phylactery for that to be a thing.
And
So, the cloud kill disperses. The room is quiet. Carac does not get back up.
I'm still gonna try spare the dying. I mean,
You cast Spare the Dying, it has no effect.
None of us with a scroll or wand
Nope.
or potion.
there is the
went through our
bottle.
potion-less.
There is
the genie
the
bottle.
genie bottle, but I will say that genie bottle is a gamble.
What do we want to do?
That's up to you guys.
It's an option.
This is my last session, so I don't need you guys to waste it.
Okay, but that's not in character. That's
Okay.
out of character.
Yeah.
I don't want out of character, I want in character.
What were we saving it for specifically?
Nothing specifically.
It
It's something we have.
Potentially
has the
So you
use
want to
of
activate the
which
Afridi bottle?
I would
I
bring
need
it
the
up.
Dungeon Master guy.
Oh,
Well, I'm asking is Asura, because he can pull out the Afridi bottle and unstop it.
you're gonna need 2d10s.
Don't say anything. Fucking...
Okay. Yeah.
Asura pulls out, sees his fallen friend, and unstoppers the Afridi bottle.
I feel wrong not to.
Yeah.
We wish our friend alive. Raises him dead. He is alive.
Why you always gotta be such a negative Nancy?
Maybe.
Raise Dead actually is a revive spell.
You unstopper the bottle, you pull it out, smoke fills the chamber, and then you hear a voice. What is your wish? As appears before you, a fire tornado-legged, buff humanoid wearing a turban with a fat scimitar hanging through his side sash. He looks, in my completely unbiased opinion, dope as fuck as he appears.
Oh yeah, you unbottled it.
You have uncorked my prison, and I am allowed by the Grand Sultans of our plane to grant you wishes 3.
3 wishes?
Okay.
If possible, we should probably save 2 of those.
How do I word this?
Did you say that aloud?
No.
Wait.
Well,
Can we say 2 of them?
actually,
Woodcraft.
sure.
You say we should save 2? No. You have 1 hour.
Well then, fucking, we could just. Okay.
And
I'm trying to think of how to word it, just in case there's those gray areas.
Oh, a monkey's paw.
Yeah.
Are you hesitating? Like in character? You're...
No. Let's,
Hey.
Go for broke. We got 2 wishes to repair it.
As you're deciding this...
I got it.
Okay.
Bring him back to the way he was this morning.
He nods. Carac, you were revived. You feel yourself plucked from whatever afterlife your character is alignment appropriate. I don't know his alignment.
He would have been in the woods of the plane
Whatever
where
your goddess
Solomon.
is.
Okay. You are plucked back to your plane. You feel a shooting star in your hand. You feel Emerald, who was previously shaking you and yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was pretty distraught.
Oh boy.
And he says, 2 more wishes.
Everyone know how to
I wish for more wishes.
No.
So, fuck, I'm not going to accept any more of those jokes.
I'm curious
your
what
wishes?
would happen. Out of character. Oh, fuck it. Why not?
I cannot grant that wish. You have 1 more.
It didn't seem to work.
You have
Last
2
one.
wishes.
one.
Now, out of character, you do have an hour, so if you'd like to call the session here, I will let you think on it till next week and then make your 2 wishes then.
It's fine.
That's not a bad
Since
idea.
technically you have an hour in character.
Or wait until like another combat or something.
Mm,
These could still be useful
Um,
elsewhere.
He's not going to follow you around.
Alright, yeah. It's fine.
So,
I cannot tell you stuff because I read the spell description, so
Why would you do
I don't know. Because I was trying to figure out how to get back to fucking lot.
that?
Oh, what health is he brought back
Naturally,
at?
naturally.
you brought back at full.
The way he was this morning.
Without the necrotic damage reducing my max.
With all your spell slots back.
Hey, this is a pretty cool genie. I like you, genie. I'll say that.
Did you say that in character?
I'll say I like you, genie.
He says, I am not a genie. I am a fruity. You will do well to remember that.
I will definitely remember that.
Anyway, that is where we will call the session. Now,
Yeah.
you know, once you returned to your astral or to your afterlife, you knew that you were actually required somewhere else. They were in the middle of being like, hey, you should go here and help these people out.
Mm.
So when you get brought back, you know that you have some place to be. Out of character, hold on, out of character. Unfortunately, Rob will no longer be with us for this particular show or Curse of Strahd. So yeah, however, that will not be the last time he is on the channel, as there might be a bit of a delay, but he will be in our Dragon of Icefire's Peak game that's going to be an online game. So look forward to that if you want to see more of Rob. Once you are brought back, it is they are discussing their wishes. Emerald tells you, I'm not going to be around to heal you anymore, so try not to talk too much shit to people.
I will do my best. I make no promises.
He rolls his eyes.
Bitch, I just brought you back and now you're dipping out. I see how it is.
So, That is where we are going to call it this week. Join us next week when we see what these other 2 wishes are, and they continue their journey through the rest of Dead in Thay. I have been Mario Vilas, your illustrious Dungeon Master. You can find more of me at Lights Camera Initiative on Twitter, where I speak for some people some of the time. Additionally, we do have a Dragon of Ice Spire Peak thing in the works, so look forward to that. It should be cool. On Thursdays, I am on the Tainted Lands of Antamore, or Scourge of Antamore, technically, on the Tainted Lands stream, where I play Luca. We just also lost a party member, although it was not due so much to the enemy as to one of our own players. So
Again.
That's pretty great.
Shot.
No, it was literally one of the party members who got them killed through their action. It's not like that.
Okay.
Crazy.
You would know if you watched it. Yeah. That's
sorry,
what this is. Zip it. Additionally, coming December 24th, I think, I'm going to be doing a Monsters and Other Childish Things stream for Fuck Cancer Roll Dice, so check that out. That should be pretty cool. And that was me, David. You have anything you want to plug?
Not in particular. I'm artist David Harper on Instagram and Twitter. I'm chipping away in an animated project. I said something in another video about a game project, but I'm going to let that idea sit for a bit, so there's no demo. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Okay. And anyone else have anything you want to say before we part?
Not really, unfortunately.
No, I don't think so.
So,
Fuck Liches, man.
I hope your first
Fuck
experience
Liches.
with a Lich was awesome, because they're baller enemies who, with a little bit of intelligent play,
I
can
didn't
be
even get to
extremely
fucking
devastating.
I barely touched him.
Yeah, because if you had touched him, he would have died in one round.
But yeah, because you would have fucking smited the shit out of him.
Exactly. That's how you have to play them, so they don't just fucking immediately die. He had 100 hit points. He had 105 hit points.
Fucking down here.
David, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Jeff, say goodbye.
Bye.
Rob, say goodbye for the last time.
Goodbye.
Ed, say goodbye.
Weird.
Sid, say goodbye.
Later.
Bye.